Yeah. It's another episode 3 of the Machine Room Podcast. NASA Stampede here, Nostradamus, Rachel Dunn, the Hammer of Venus. Why does your name sound so dope? And we're
It
back.
is.
It is dope. It is dope. And we're here. It's episode 3. I unfortunately could not join everyone last week. I was in Madison, Wisconsin, just above the border from here.
Where you're eating cheese.
There was cheese. There was cheese in Wisconsin. Who knew, right?
Who knows? Cheese
Who
and
knew?
cake.
We were introduced to, what was it? Custard cheese or cheese custard or something like that.
What's that?
It was great, is what it was. It was like fried cheese or something. I don't know how to explain it, but it's big in Madison, Wisconsin. That's for sure.
Because they
And
like cheese.
They do, but here's the thing, right? Because I think the state is known for cheese, and cheese is fattening. I think they had like a wake up call sometime. I don't know when, because I never been to Madison, Wisconsin before. But Madison, Wisconsin is the capital of CrossFit, like intensely the capital of CrossFit.
Absolutely.
There was nothing but CrossFit. We were like, what the hell? We,
Like how everybody's walking around in CrossFit clothes. Are they like doing CrossFit in the middle of the street?
yes, exactly. Exactly. Let me tell you, all right? So I'm going to break it down to how this just revealed to us. First of all, we get to the hotel and we see people and and working out kind of stuff. And there's this yard and people are working out there. That's nothing too weird. Chicago people work out all the time. People work out, okay? I see a sign when we're about to eat breakfast and it says
Breakfast.
that shirt and shoes are required. I'm like, amen, yes. I just agree with it, right? I don't see nothing of it. I just think it's something logical. Like, yeah, shirt and shoes should be required.
Absolutely.
So we keep going and we go to freaking Madison, Wisconsin. There's this nice little freaking a farmer's market happening and blah blah blah. That's over with. Blah blah. Day continues. Then we start seeing more people working out and more places saying shirts and shoes required. And then later that day, it kicked in, and it was Rocio who pointed out. It's like, yo, I think everyone is working out. Is it lagging?
Yeah, it's lagging.
Bitch. But why? I didn't do anything.
You have all the things open.
I have none of the things open. I just got us.
Yeah, they're fit as fuck.
God damn it. I'm really disappointed. Why is this lagging?
There it goes.
Is it good?
It's better.
Is it better? Is it just the build up?
It was so intense trying to get in here that it just froze the matrix.
I know it seems like it's still a little. Okay. Now it seems like it's good.
It's better. It's not like a chat room in the 90s like it was, but it's definitely better.
All right, so yeah, people were just basically always working out, and we just noticed that everybody's working out, and there was old people who were even working out, and everybody was fit. We're eating freaking cheese custard and burgers and freaking having smoothies and all this shit, and everybody around us is fucking fit, working out like crazy, looking like wrestlers, and I'm just like, what the fuck? The whole state was like, they're making fun of us because we eat cheese. We gotta work out. So.
All the cheese and butter.
And butter. Is it good or
They have
not good? People are saying like it's good, and then it's not good. Wait, never mind.
It's fucky. It goes up and down.
Well, shouldn't we strive for 90s chat room status?
Yeah.
Yes.
Age, sex, location.
Everybody in here does asex location it.
Yes. We'll put it in chat. There we go.
I'm really worried. Maybe, damn it, I should have just directly streamed it.
I think Wisconsin has a really bad reputation now because everybody thinks that they're fat for eating cheese all the time. But there's that whole controversy after making a murder that like the legal system in Wisconsin's totally fucked up. So like now people totally have this negative connotation to Wisconsin as a whole.
That they're murderers or
like that they convict innocent people, and then if you try to, appeal it, they're like, fuck you, you're never getting out.
So, shit. So, we're having technical difficulties.
We're working on it.
So technical that I don't even know how to speak.
No.
How did I do this before?
Practice.
I guess.
Make sure like Chrome isn't open because it's very heavy.
Alright, so then I close this, and this here is basically the stream going on right there.
For sure.
And
oh wow, you restarted the intro.
Yeah, that's why I said fuck. It's been a while.
Planet 420.
It's been a
what
while.
galaxy is that in?
Planet 420. They don't know because they're too high.
They're so high. Can you smoke weed on Twitch? Or I think they'll bust you.
I don't know. Like, I'm at a point where I start getting worried. Like, if I do anything, people will backlash.
Yeah.
Because there seems to be like this whole trend of just, this guy didn't throw out his garbage. Ban him. I'm like, damn. They're really mad at that one girl just throwing the cat over herself.
That was fucked. I didn't even see it. I heard about it, and I was like, that bitch. Hope she gets like super mega AIDS.
Like at first, I was just like, I mean, that was bogus, but that's just one little thing. I'm sure she's not that bad. And then they show like other clips, like she did this and she did that and she did that. It's like, oh yeah, she's a bitch.
Yeah, she's just like a.
She's like a what?
So she's a psycho.
Oh, she's a psycho.
Yeah.
Sure.
You don't just throw cats and spit vodka in their mouth. That's fucked up.
You don't.
You just don't. I honestly think that people that are any kind of animal cruelty like that should get the same charges they would on a person.
Damn.
Yeah.
So in the machine room, we want you to treat your pets with respect and well. And
amen.
If not, you get kicked out of the machine room. You go into the worst place of the machine room and you get kicked out. You get thrown through the garbage disposal.
Yeah, with the monster in there with the huge eye.
Yes, and then you end up downstairs and you see that furnace from Home Alone. It's gonna attack you because you decided to treat your pets like shit.
Yes, it's our version of hell.
Yes, it is. But thank you guys for joining us tonight. But I am kind of disappointed you guys didn't join the show last week.
It was very vague. It was light duty. We were like, is anybody coming? Should we keep going? I'm running out of shit to say. Okay, bye.
Guys had a great conversation, so big ups to, what is it, H. Morgan?
Yes, she's a photographer. You can find her all over the internet. Just Google her name and be amazed by her amazing photography. And she's a great person. She's a good friend.
Yes. it was a good show. You guys, I mean, you guys could technically still watch it or listen to it. You can watch it on YouTube, the Machine Room podcast,
Anytime.
right? Machine Room
Yes.
podcast, I think. And we're on Google Play, iTunes, and Spotify, baby. We did it. We did it.
You were all about that
I
Spotify, so I was
was
like, I really gotta make this happen.
I was all about that Spotify. I was like, man, I want to be on Spotify podcast.
Yes.
I feel like you make it there.
I feel like it's such like a well-known thing, and it's cool that Microsoft. So we're like part of the three giants, like Apple, Google, and Microsoft. So we're like all over the Megatron webs. I made up a phrase.
Wait, really? Spotify is Microsoft? I was gonna say Spotify
They
is
got
Megatron.
They're Megatron, yeah. They got bought out by Microsoft, so that's why you can play my Spotify on Xbox.
Yeah, now that makes sense. That's why. Okay, because it was just a PS4 kind of thing, but then I saw it on Microsoft. I was like, oh,
Yep.
oh then. I didn't
Yeah,
know.
that's why I was like those three, and that's it. That's good. I
Yeah, that's all
think
you need. I mean, where else?
that covers everybody. Anybody outside of that realm is not machine room ready.
Anybody else outside the realm still goes to that realm because you have people like only on podcast one, or only on iHeartRadio, but it's still on like iTunes and Spotify.
Yeah, it's all over. And I mean, if you want to get technical, it's all about how you host your podcast RSS, and ours is hosted through Spreaker, so technically we're in Spreaker too. So, 4
Hmm.
technically, but it's all about promotion.
Yes, it is. Is this thing still laggy, choppy?
That's a lot better. It still like freezes like max headroom sometimes, like, and then keeps going.
Porque.
You have you have really bad luck historically with computers.
Yes. So, should I talk about how I always thought I had like no computer at all, and this show was not gonna happen this week for me?
Yes, because that would like, not that the show wouldn't have gone on, because we could totally have done it from mine like
Yeah,
we did
yeah.
last week,
I
but
mean, like,
it was like, well, fuck, there goes like the working core of My Way Entertainment.
yeah. Like I said, like it was not gonna happen for me because I was like, fuck, man,
Right.
I can't show up. So, uh, one night I go, and of course I'll come from work and I'll straight up just turn my computer on. And for a while I've been pressing it and nothing happened, and I have to like come on, and then press it again, and then I press it again, and it finally turns on. I was like, I just shrugged it off, I'm just like, whatever, you're acting stupid. But then this one night the computer is like, no, I'm not turned on at all. And I was to the point where, I don't know if you ever seen Invader Zim. Okay, so there's this one episode that ends with that kid, the one that's always trying to like prove that Zim is an alien. The episode ends with him. He's in his room, he's on the computer, and Zim threw in all these robots, and they just come in and fuck up the computer and mess with the place, and then fly out, and he just goes, whatever, and he just goes to bed. That was me. So the computer would have turned on, and I'm just like, nah, whatever. And I just went and started streaming or something just to take my mind off it and not try to worry about it at all. I just didn't want to stress out over it, and I just
You
figured
said
like,
fuck it.
yeah, I just figured like it's just something minor because the light on the motherboard was still on, and I'll just see if Rocio's brother can look at it, and maybe we all can freaking figure it out. And when I took it over their place, we all looked at it, and this kid, like, he's young, but he like knows his computers like crazy. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, wow, it's amazing. And then him and her started messing with it, and then out of nowhere it just started turning on. So it was almost like they jump started it with another tower, like a car, and it just turned on again.
It's the Allspark. You get
Yeah.
one Allspark from one computer, and you connect it to the dying or dead Allspark, another computer, and then they whoosh,
Yes,
Allspark juice.
pretty much. So now it's been working, but I'm in talks to try to build a new one. because yeah, this one is pretty much out of date de la
It's
madre.
old. Yours and mine both.
Hmm.
I was talking on my stream about I wanted to do the Duke Nukems, like the two main ones, like Duke Nukem 3D and then Duke Nukem Forever. So I can totally play Duke Nukem 3D. I've streamed it before. But I wanted to see how Duke Nukem Forever played on my computer, and it was like the beginning of this podcast. It was laggy as shit. It was so slow. And so, I mean, I can play it, but I'm not going to be able to do it for my computer. I'm going to have to do the 360 version. But I was like, my computer's fucked. I need a new one.
Not handle. It can handle some games, but not really.
Mm-mm.
Not really any games. Who's that doggy back there? Look at that doggy.
That's Bear. He hurt his leg this week.
Oh,
So
no.
he's been limping around. I think the big dog and him were play fighting, and he got fucked up. So he's been like all crumpled. Crumpled, is that a word? He's not putting weight on it, but he's doing so much better today. So he's got his appetite back. He's eating. He's pooping. So he's doing dog stuff.
As long as he's pooping, we're good.
He's good. Poop.
You just gotta know. Listen, people. As long as you're pooping, you're good. All right.
As long as it's not like spraying out green like The Exorcist, I think you're fine.
Yes. You just gotta make sure you poop.
Everybody poops.
Everybody poops.
I don't know where he went.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is.
There he goes.
He's a badass.
He's the shit. He's the shit because he shits.
Because he shits.
Everybody gets it. He's the shit because he shit. Oh, this is what I did the last time. Okay.
What'd you do?
Now I'm good. I just was here dealing with the window of the freaking the producing shit and trying to see the freaking chat room. But now I remember I just minimized that to a way that I can see both. Okay. It's been a while, okay? I've been out of it for a minute.
So what was the grand scheme of going to the fucking cheese capital of the world?
So the reason we went to Madison, Wisconsin was partially a getaway, because we always like to do getaways. And the main reason was to go to a little small convention called MightyCon to sell Rocio's brother's artwork.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. We figured like he's a great artist, he has great work, and we think he can, be a vendor at conventions. So she wanted to start real small and just start a real small convention, whatever. So she found that one nearby, and we went there. We had a good time. It was only on Sunday, so Saturday we spent it just hanging out in the downtown Madison and all that stuff, and enjoying that. And then Sunday we went to the convention and did that. We sold some things, but it was really, really like extremely small, like not a lot of people. So, but it was a good start. It was a good time, and it was fun.
That's good.
Yeah.
We were talking about setting up a booth or something at conventions to sell our merch, but like in doing that from what's the company, T Public, or what is it? You have to buy in bulk, which is weird. So it would be like a big investment to get into it, but then I think once we got into it and we were at a convention and did that, and people realized like who the fuck we are, I think it would go good.
Yeah, it's either that way or I do it locally at this 1 Hour Tees here. That they're very known for that, for making t-shirts and whatnot. But they're mostly popular now because they are like the head of independent wrestling t-shirts. So
oh, nice.
Pro wrestling tees, and they're big for that. And now they're
Can you rip them off?
Right? They should come like that. Now with
Just
rip action.
I worked at Best Buy for many years, and this guy pre-cut his shirt like that on his last day of work, and he waited till the end of his shift and he clocked out and he ripped his shirt off and he walked out and never came back.
Well, then you were working with Hulk Hogan. For
Yes.
sure.
In a blue shirt.
In a blue shirt. That's the only way I could think of it, like that. But yeah, I want it. I also thought it was just like just to be cool, just have a spot so people can go to us instead of like, hey, if you catch us, oh, I got spotted though at that little small convention out of nowhere.
I saw you say that. What happened?
I was just there chilling. And then if anybody come by and they look at the table, I'd be like, hey, how you doing? Blah blah. So this guy was dressed as Bishop from the X-Men.
Nice.
I was already like, yeah, I was gonna be like, yo, dope outfit. Let me get a picture. But before I even like muttered a word, he was looking at me. He was like, Nostradamus, and I was like, yeah, like, big fan. Well, he didn't go. Well, he didn't go to Keanu World or anything, but he was like, well, big fan, blah blah. And I was like, yeah, it's cool. I didn't. He was like, I didn't expect you here. I was like, I didn't expect to be noticed. Basically.
Does that happen? Like, has that happened other times? Like you've been out in public?
Like just in the public, or like in the conventions only?
Yeah, like outside of a convention, like just out in public.
Yes, quite a few times. Not like crazy, but yeah, there's been times when there was one time I was Jewel, and I got spotted by a Jewel employee.
Wow.
One time I was at the store nearby here that it's called Nakama Toys. They sell like, freaking stuff like this, collectible stuff. Somebody noticed me there like twice, I think. Yeah, it happens here and there.
Is that weird for you? Because I know, like, we talked before, like, Randy was kind of uncomfortable with it, but, like, you seem to be more, like, not uplifting or positive, but just kind of, like, more accepting that it happens.
Yeah, totally, completely. I have no problem with people noticing me. I welcome it. I think it's great to hear from or see people that watch the thing, because you'd be surprised, who you reached out to. So I have no problem. I guess he has a problem because he gets so noticed. So I guess he's like the number one. Like he always gets noticed and bothered, and I could get that because I remember there was like one of our first conventions that we went to. There was a time when they wanted us like, hey, say it, and we're like, nah, man, we're gonna go freaking eat. Come on, just say it. Like, no, man, we're gonna go eat. It's like, oh, you're assholes, and we were like, we don't give a fuck. We're trying to go to eat, man. Don't just come out of nowhere and just be like, say it. But no, I welcome it more, and I like being noticed. I think it's cool. It's just, but what I always try to get is them to be calm, because people really like, they geek out and freak out.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, that like it's cool. Like we're just, I'm just a normal guy.
People.
I'm nobody. I'm nowhere near that kind of status. I just make videos, and you happen to grow up watching it. That's it. There was one time when I went to go see Hamilton the first time, the musical
in Chicago.
Yeah, we were waiting in line, and it was like it was like the opening week or something like that. I don't know if it was opening day, but it was definitely one of the opening days. Okay. We turned the corner, and then this cop came to me, and I was like, oh shit. It's like, I don't know. He's
I'm gonna
like,
die.
Yeah, he's like, hey, are you Nostradamus from my way? And I was like, yeah. It's like, oh man, big fan. I watched it in college. Let me take a picture. I was like, yeah,
Oh,
okay.
shit.
And I was like, yo, a cop just noticed me. That was like crazy. So
That's really cool though. And I can say that, having been, in that third world perspective of, having watched you guys for so long and then meeting you guys, and then it's like, they're just, you guys are just people, and live normal lives, and then sometimes you guys get together and you do stuff. And I think it's funny now that I'm like numb to that people still are like geek out. I think it's funny, but it's cool.
Yeah. Um, D player asked if I ever asked for autograph. No one ever asked for. No, wait, no, yes, once, once, I believe. Yeah, it was in. It was a vendor actually at a convention.
Really.
Yeah, it was a vendor, and he was like, we were just looking at his artwork, like, hey, yeah, man, this is dope right here, whatever. It was me, Scooby, and LP, and then the guy was like, you guys from my way? We're like, yeah. It's like, whoa, hey, it's these guys. They're from my way. Like, oh
Oh
shit.
shit.
And then there was this the female artist with them. He was like, oh, it's like, yeah. And then we took a picture of her, and she said she was gonna draw us. She never did. It's cool. Um, but yeah, then he asked for like, autograph, whatever. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. We were like, fuck it, we just played around. I don't know if it was a joke or not, but it was cool. It was funny because Rocio was there, of course, at Madison, so she got to witness when that happened. And it's always like, when people witnesses, they're like, what? She found it cute, of course, but
Right.
it is kind of like out of nowhere. Some people are like, what was that about? It's like, yeah, like the Nakama toys, when they notice me, it's like, so yeah, it just happens sometimes.
We were at a show in Dallas. It was Mindless Self-Indulgence and System of a Down. And so after the show, we went backstage to talk to Mindless Self-Indulgence. And I'd met them before. I used to email the singer back and forth for a while. So we basically went backstage to be like, hey, remember us? And then we just were like shooting the shit. And this guy comes up and just was like, oh my God, fucking Mindless Self-Indulgence. Sing Tornado. Do it right now. Do it. And the lead singer, James, he just goes, no, I already got paid. You fucking sing it.
I think that's the best response to that.
Yeah, I was like, that's everything you need to know about being a celebrity. Fuck you, you sing it.
It's like, it's just common sense. You don't go up to someone and just be like, do this. It's like, it's not right. The key
No.
is to come up to these people and talk to them like people.
Exactly. We used to meet a lot of celebrities. I worked at the Best Buy in West Hollywood, and we used to see celebrities all the time. And one of my favorites that I met was Stephen Fry. He was the guy with the TV show in V for Vendetta. And he was so fucking nice and cool and down to earth. He was buying like a Deadwood box set on DVD, and I was like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to disturb your day here. I just want to say I'm a big fan. I love your work. He was like, oh my God, thank you so much, but in a great, awesome English accent.
Dropped your panties, didn't you? And then you had to pick them back up because it was not the right place at the right time for that to happen.
It was mud butt all day.
Uh, it's just, you just gotta treat them cool. And then
Yeah.
when it happens to me, I just make sure that they know that I'm just like, I'm cool and stuff. I think the best one that happened was this girl, and it was when we were all there, and it was like a big, like, it was always, it's C2E2, and we always
Yeah.
try to meet as many cybergoons as we can. And we were leaving, and this
Speaking of
girl,
that, show the shirt.
the cybergoons, the
Yeah.
cybergoons, baby, the goon
I made
squad. The mic's in the
made
way.
that bitch too.
The goon squad. Get them
Yes.
at mweforlife.com, and the merch. Only there. She noticed us, and she was like, "Oh my God, you guys are my way!" And then she started crying. And
Oh my
I
God.
was like, "No, hey, be cool, be cool. We're just regular
Made
guys.
that
Don't
chick
worry."
cry.
Yeah, I had to hold her. I was like, "It's cool, come on, man. Can I take a picture?" She's like, yeah, come on, go ahead. It's like, and then her friends were just standing there. I was like, no, bring them in too, bring them in.
Yeah.
And then we took a big group picture, and that's up on the Facebook, on the My Way Facebook. But
That's so cool.
she busted down crying, and it's just,
Oh my God.
you don't see that impact that you had on people. That's when I make that documentary,
Hmm.
and I just wanted people to tell their stories, and then you start noticing the impact that our dumbass videos made on people's lives. It's just, that's why I completely don't stop, because I had moments when I was like, I'm just gonna stop.
Yeah.
Why bother? Especially when I had the last chapter in my life. But I'm glad I didn't. I don't stop. Just keep going. I mean, if I stopped, then the Machine Room podcast wouldn't have happened today.
We wouldn't be here right now.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I had one fan, which is funny. In all the years I played music, I had one fan, and it was this guy, and all he wanted to do was buy us liquor. So he gave us like this huge bottle of Jack Daniels. It was like, oh my God, I'm such a fan. You're so great. And I was like, thanks. Because I don't have that kind of self esteem about myself. So I'm like, are you sure we're talking about the same person? But thank you for this. I'm going to drink my sorrows away.
Thank you for the drink. Keep them coming, please.
More drinks.
I was gonna
Buying
take it
bitches
somewhere.
drinks.
I forgot where. Your story was gonna get me somewhere. I don't know where.
Like this.
Don't know. But thanks to the what we got 6 people here
Yes.
in the machine room. That's right.
And I did notice that the afterplay on YouTube has been getting some good views. So thank you for that too.
Has it? Yeah.
Yeah, like
Awesome.
I uploaded the one last week and then like an hour later it already had like 36 plays. I was like, oh wow.
Nice. Nice. There we go. There we go. Yo. There you go. So tell your friends and tell your
Everybody.
friends.
Tell your family too. Get
Tell your
grandma on here.
yes. Have people raid this. Just do whatever it takes. Because I think we are a good, entertaining bunch.
For sure.
Bunches of bunch.
We had, when we were establishing this show and how we wanted to do it, we were talking about doing it on YouTube only.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why we went to Twitch to do it is because of the whole essence of community.
Mm-hmm.
And we wanted that, we wanted to build on that. We really want our community community. And so that's why we really wanted to expand and grow so that it's this huge thing. It could be potentially. So really bring everybody that you can. And, hopefully that this will catch on and, have other guests, we'll have other co-hosts, and it'll just become this thing.
This thing that just keeps
Thing.
growing. Going and going. I just want this, like, I just love the interaction. It's like a live show. I just love the interaction with the people in the chat rooms and stuff like that, and it keeps the conversation going.
For sure.
All to be hanging out and having a good time. It's Sunday night. We all gotta go back to work tomorrow.
I don't.
She doesn't.
Don't.
There's some people working right now, actually. So, cheers to those third shifters.
My Sonic cup.
That's where I used to have the overtime with Naz. So you guys
Mm-hmm.
can have something to listen to while you're working.
And this is definitely for those people too. If you're at work, stuck at work, bump this.
Yeah.
Play this loud and get fired. No, don't get fired. But
Don't get fired, because in order to stay in the machine room, you need to, like, bring in the bills.
yes, we're gonna have the donation play go around.
Yes, there's no free staying in the machine room.
Mm-mm.
Maybe your first night, but then after that, you gotta put in something. You gotta put in something. What you been up to?
Work.
Yes.
I work for Amazon. People that don't know, so I do customer service. So if you call Amazon customer service, you may get my sexy ass voice. So heads up.
Your heads will explode.
Your heads will explode. But I couldn't work yesterday because we were having really bad storms. So I just had a fuck off day, like Ferris Bueller's Day Off, but it was the Hammer Venus Day Off. I was like,
For
I can't work like this. It keeps going out. They were like, well, you can put in for personal time off. I was like, bye.
peace out.
Other than that, I've been trying to game and stream more and hopefully get that going.
Yes, yes. Cause you've been hitting me up. You gaming tonight?
Yeah.
You gaming tonight?
Well,
I'm
we
like,
really want to get that sword in
the
World War
nightmare.
Z. Yes.
Fucking sword, yo.
If you play one level, if you can beat one level in extreme mode, then you get the sword, and it's like full on katana, like from Walking Dead. It's badass.
Katana Rama.
Yeah, I work from home. Do you play? I work right here in this chair.
Right there. Must be nice.
Right.
Must be nice. Jesus.
It can feel like a prison sometimes, which is shitty. Like people are always like, "Oh my god, I wish I could work from home." It's like, yeah, but you get to get up and like walk around and do stuff. I'm stuck in this chair for 8 hours because I feel like breaks and lunches and stuff, and it can be grinding because like you look outside and there's birds chirping and people are in the swimming pool, and I'm like, I'm gonna go swimming.
Like, wasn't there like an episode of The Simpsons where he's hurt and he's looking outside and people are having fun and he can't do anything? I think.
Yes. There was also the one where he was working from home and he got fat and he went and bought a moo. And he
Mm-hmm.
bought that little bird that just pushed the one button that he always pressed.
Yes.
That's basically my job. You do the same thing over and over and over.
I wanna
Um,
I wanna work from home, but it's like this is what I mean by I wanna work from home.
yeah. If we could do this and get paid, I would be so happy.
So fantastic. Be like, what you do? I'm a freaking podcaster and I make videos. They have a term for that. What is it like? Internet. Uh,
The only term I know like that is an influencer, and I think that's such a bullshit
there you
thing.
go, influencer.
I'm like, what do you
That.
influence? Like, Taco Bell is an influencer because it influences my stomach. Like, what the fuck is an influencer?
Right. I mean, I get.
It's a
I
weird thing to call yourself, I think. It's one of those things like as somebody calls you that, it'd be like a compliment, but I don't think people should be like walk around going like, yeah, I'm an influencer. I think it sounds egotistical. Sure.
because I just noticed something. Shit. Me. There you go.
Here, I fixed
That
that.
should do it. Um, influencer. Oh, cause I always look back and I realize that my whole time online, YouTube and
Hmm.
everything, there's one thing that we did do, and that is we did influence a lot of people to do things. So,
That's true. I
you
would
know,
think I would call you guys that, an influencer,
yeah.
because the amount of people that started doing like dubbing and stuff after that and skits and things.
I've seen
I mean,
people go off and like J Glove, he does videos and he keeps doing it, he keeps going for it, and other people doing art
mm,
and music and it just everything is and it's because like hey I saw you guys and I want to do I think one guy even like I met this one guy and he was like in Nikes and just blogging about shoes and stuff like that and he said like oh I watched you guys in college and influenced me to blah 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 and I'm like oh snap like it's just anywhere and it's if there's anything I'm proud of I guess that's one of the things there's a lot of things I'm proud of I wish more things came to us
yeah,
and it'll happen when it happens in the universe. I'm in the universe doing what I gotta do for some reason. I
Marvel.
got yeah, I gotta deal with fucking idiots at work all week for some reason apparently and shit. But um at least I impacted people's lives in some way somehow, and it's something.
D Player One says this influencer on Instagram who had 3 million followers decided to sell her merch and only like 20 people bought a shirt.
That's how it be.
That's exactly what it's like trying to do stuff on the internet. It's like, oh, you have this huge fan base. Everybody's gonna nope.
No, it's the same
What?
thing for us, dude. Like all our T-shirts, we think they're fabulous and they should be like selling like crazy. Only a few people buy them.
That's fine. I mean, they're all my babies. It's one of those things like if we sell one, I feel like I won, the lottery. So
I
it's
feel
cool.
like that Homer emoji right there. Woohoo!
Yes, exactly.
That's how I feel.
Anything that you create that gets, whatever its intention, like this to be watched or listened, and the merchandise is supposed to be worn, and anything like that. Like you sell your art, even if you sold one print, it's amazing. You don't, I mean, there's people that want to do it for a living, and some people want to get rich from it, but I think that, like you said about influencers, if you could do something like that and touch somebody, like if somebody likes my art on a shirt, then that's badass to me.
It's like this right here. I know you're loving this because she created this, so this is like a big deal for her. And I'm glad that she's enjoying this and seeing her work being used greatly. Let me say because this shit is fantastic. You
For
did a good
sure.
job. By the way, you did a good job on your end of the show. So props on that. It was well done.
Yeah. We were saying before that the, what is that Facebook movie?
The social network.
The Social Network, when they were talking about being jacked in and they were just like on the computer, like fucking stuck doing shit. Like when you and I decided to set all this shit up, that's exactly what we did. Like we jacked in, we were sending each other files, we were setting up Instagrams and Twitters and YouTubes and emails, and here's the password for that. And it was so cool because it wasn't like, okay, here's a bunch of work. I'm gonna go fucking to a ski lodge, or it was equal, and so
Yeah,
we both busted our ass to make this happen.
that's what I told my girl is like, hey, this is the first time I'm working on something that is not all on me, like
Mhm.
I'm putting in my fucking 50 cents and she's putting in her 50 cents and we're making a whole dollar. Is like usually it's just, all right guys, let's do this. All right guys, I got the rest. I'm gonna edit this and I'm gonna fucking put this out there. I'm
Do
gonna
all the
fucking,
work.
yeah, I'm gonna do all the work. But this is literally like something that's really good, and it's also like a test run too. So if
Yeah.
this keeps going as well, then I can go and focus on another podcast as well, or work on it for the live shows and blah blah blah. It's all it's all to help in the process of everything else.
That's got to be frustrating to be, the person that goes and does all the work and does all the writing and editing and all that stuff, and to have all of that done and then just to get asked, "Where's Randy?
Yes.
Where is he?"
Yes. Yes, especially when me and LP were doing the freaking
Four
the
star.
yeah, even before then we were just doing our own videos and putting them
Yeah.
on my way, and it's just like, where's Randy? And it's like, and then we did 4 star, and then it was a little bit calmer. People were like, because they knew not to expect fucking Randy over there, but still, everybody asked, and I get it. I mean, I get it. He's gonna show up. Like, trust me, he's gonna show up. Like, I telling people like they should subscribe to the freaking MWE website because there's a goodie coming, and you'll only see it there. So
That's where with the great reference of him coming in the window like Bruh Man from the Martin show. It's
hmm
because he is like Bruh Man. He just kind of shows up one day, he's around for a while, and then he's gone.
he's gone, gone. I told people for years like Randy's basically our Undertaker. He just shows up for WrestleMania and then he's gone, dude. And all of us is just working, and then we call him when he needs to come in. That's it.
That's that. That's all you need.
That's all you need. It's cool, but we all got lives, so that's why it's not like back in the day. Come down the block, let's do something. Nah, you don't
I
even we
was.
don't even live close to each other anymore.
Oh wow.
hmm
I was part of a stream, and I don't know how it got out or something that I do stuff for My Way, and they were like, "Where's Randy? Where's more videos? Why don't they make more videos?" And it's like, dude, they do shit all the time. You're not paying attention. Just because it's not trending doesn't mean that they're not doing stuff. And then when they're not, they're working. They're a bunch of adults. Everybody has jobs.
For real, I had freaking game editions going on for like ever, and now twitching, but yet we're not doing anything. It's like I'm doing stuff, and I'm representing everybody else, and I get like LP and Scooby into this, and then Randy whenever he could. And like I said, lately, I got him. We're gonna do something. It's gonna come out. Fucking subscribe to the site. That's all I gotta say.
We got this thing.
This thing, stuff and thanks.
That was another project that I was really glad to see to fruition, was the My Way streaming thing, because it was something that we kicked around for a while. And then to see that finally come where it's like Netflix, but My Way videos.
Oh, yes. 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 It was really cool because it was just like, all right, you can watch like these 5 or 6 videos only, you know? And now we said, fuck it. And now it's like,
All of them.
watch everything here.
$2.
That's all we ask. That's like a steal. That's a real
What is
steal.
that? Somebody goes, "That's almost free." I go, "Yeah, it is almost free. That's why
Yeah.
you should subscribe."
But then I don't get it. It's like they ask, like, okay, so if I subscribe, and I'm like, dude, just fucking, it's $2. Just do it. If you don't like it, then fucking don't keep doing it.
You can
But
go into like a parking lot and find $2 and change right now. Cheap motherfuckers.
I don't see no reason why it's not a good deal. Like, there's what, 37 videos, right? Up there.
Yeah.
And you can watch everything. And these are videos that people have been asking for like crazy. Where can
Over
I see
and
them?
over.
Where can I find them? And it's like, dude, they're all right there now. Bam. Have parties.
That's something else that I do for My Way, is I do moderating for the Facebook and all that kind of stuff. And the biggest questions that we always get is stuff like, where can we find these videos, which is now available. And then the other one, which was like the inception of the show, was everybody always wanted us to be on their podcast. And so it was like, I will listen to podcasts. So it's like,
Heard you like podcasts, so we made a podcast to be on your podcast.
so we just started our own podcast.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why the hell not? And we call it the Machine Room, which I still think is like a funny evolution from a video game to this. It's great.
We got another friend of ours playing that game, World War Z, and we got to that level, and I was like, look, there it is. There's the Machine Room right there. That's how this all started.
If only I could get the audio of him just saying the Machine Room.
The Machine Room.
Yeah, that's right. He does roll the hard. He got a lot of phlegm going
Hard
there.
R's.
Machine
Israeli dudes love them R's. Great game. Play with us on Xbox. And we need Gina back if she's listening.
She said. Yeah, fuck it, I would say. She's just like, she's like this, but I'm too busy playing this on PS4, and then it's like, and then I had to get on the Xbox, and man, and I was like, okay, well, I guess, whatever.
We need all that negativity.
You don't want to be on the Xbox, that's fine.
But she's on there. Like, I see her all the time playing Final Fantasy. So I'm like, come play with us. We miss you.
It's whatever, dog. What can you do about it, right? Now I've been on it more now because of the new setup, and then I have the PS4 connected to the Xbox, so regardless, I have to have it on to play the PS4. So it's always.
It's like a doorman.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Check your ID.
Okay, D player. Okay, he put this up like a while ago. Brock's dub. It's 85 videos. SSJ5K and Djibouti dub. You know, I fought. Well, I think it was him who brought Djibouti dubs to my attention on Twitch.
Hmm.
These guys get views like
Really?
crazy, but they're like really dedicated to that shit. So they have views like crazy. It's redunculous. It's very cool. I just want to reach that. There's Rex. Shout
Hmm.
out to Rex. He just like posted today on Twitter that like last night or today, earlier today or something like that, he got 100 and something people on his stream because someone came and raided him.
Nice.
So congratulations to him, and I'm hoping that one day we reach that level too. We just get a lot of people just showing up out of nowhere and welcome them to the machine room. At
I
that point, we're gonna need a bodyguard at the
yes,
door.
all the moderators. I like to jump in his stream sometimes too. Like I was in there the other day while they were streaming, and he's very much into community and things too, and this whole kind of positivity and fun and like family kind of thing. But they still talk shit and have fun, and it's really fun to be part of that. And so again, we want to bring people into this to do the same thing.
Yes, talk shit, but have fun.
Talk shit all day long. That's all I do. People are like, "What do you do?" I talk shit.
I talk shit and have. Like, I'm not even telling the truth. Like that's what I think. Look, I've been there's. I had like kind of shitty day Thursday or Friday, I think, something like that. Because someone made me feel like I was a fucking awful person
Wow,
because I had an opinion about something that someone else is doing.
you can't have opinions.
Yeah, so I was like, why would this guy do this? It should make that person do that themselves, blah blah. And then the other person's like, well, maybe that person cares a lot about that person. It's like, well, then fuck it, well, then I'm an awful person and shit. But and then I gotta deal with people at work that just make me feel like a shitty person too, because I'm just like a piece of shit to a lot of people because they're just idiots. I don't know, man. I gotta deal with a lot. Is basically what I'm saying.
You
But
got a full plate.
yes, but I don't want to feel like a fucking shitty person because I know I'm not a shitty person. I mean, but the people make me feel like a shitty person because I have shitty thoughts and shitty sayings and shitty sushi, shitty
Shitty
walk,
shrimp.
shitty shrimp. Just a lot of things.
I think if that was true, I would have told you a long time ago. Like, bruh, you're a
Oh
shitty
yeah,
person.
yeah. You would have set me straight. A lot of people try to set me straight, especially in my last chapter. They were like, "Yo, y'all need to get out of this," and I'm like, "No, man, it's gonna be the shit." uh, I learned my lesson, but welcome to the Machine Room Podcast. Yeah. What time did we hit already? We're at
I think 55.
oh shit, 56 minutes. We're barely making an hour here. We're barely making an hour, but I like to thank the people that came in. I was promoting the shit out of this all day today. Earlier in the stream I was doing, I was fucking posting the picture of what time this is gonna be going down and everything.
Nice.
So I want people. So thanks the player for being here. I think Ross had to go like shower or something.
You
Where
never
you at?
know.
Where you at? Go taking a bath instead. Yeah, she's taking a bath. I'm gonna say
That's okay.
send nudes. And someone keeps coming in and out though. I noticed.
Oh, have you seen that movie Greta?
I have not seen that movie Greta, but what is Greta?
Oh my god. So, if any, if anybody's ever like befriended an older person, it'll make you like want to fucking ignore the shit out of them for the rest of your life. But it's it's a horror movie or thriller, depending on your definition. But this younger girl, like her 20s, befriends this older woman. Then like says that her daughter went off to college, and she's like sad and empty nest kind of thing. And she befriends her and starts hanging out with her and all this stuff. And then she finds out like her the older lady's story is like all bullshit. So she tries to ignore her and like move on, and she like psycho stalks the shit out of her. And I was telling a friend of mine about it. Like usually movies like that, they have this huge slow build up, and then a few things happen, and then there's like one big event and it's over. Like this movie like gets directly to the point, and then like a roller coaster, like you have the slow build going up, and then just it never lets you go. It just keeps going and going, and this woman is fucking terrifying, awful, and makes me really not like old people.
I mean, old people are just weird. Period. Um, all right. Well, stay away from old people is what we're saying. The machine room.
Old people,
Machine room have
they're
no old
evil.
people.
Mm-mm.
No people. No old people in the machine room.
Absolutely not.
Phantom
Um,
Knight says, "Isn't that almost the plot to one of the episodes of Are You Afraid of the Dark? But the old lady was a ghost in that one." Ooh, I don't know.
that's a good question. I don't remember that episode.
I
The only
don't know.
episode I remember that of that show is the guy that had the cab. It was like a taxi cab, and he was gonna run his car into a tree, and he had to answer a riddle, and it was like what can fill a bucket but has no weight or something, and it was air, and he's like, "You got it right," and then he doesn't kill him.
Oh, I thought he filled them up with air. You got it right. Blows up like the freaking like that dude from Big Trouble in Little China. Remember?
Yes,
He's got fat ass feet, toes, and shit.
like the blueberry bitch in Willy Wonka.
Yes, that was the first thing I was gonna say, but I was like, no, it was that guy I meant.
That's better. Um, yeah, I don't know if that story came from something else, but it was so good that I bought it. So I definitely recommend it. It's really fucked up.
I recommend La Llorona.
Yeah, Verona.
I never watched it. It's just called La Llorona, so watch it. I also recommend it because I want people who don't speak Spanish, to say it. You know, hey man, you ever seen the movie La Llorona?
I can't say it, so I just say La Cucaracha. You seen that new La Cucaracha movie? Na, na, na,
No,
na,
man,
na.
I've never seen that one.
Um, that has the one of the guys from Breaking Bad, the guy that played Tuco Salamanca. He's like the dad in that movie, I think. I haven't seen it either, so I don't know.
Llorona?
Ya la Llorona.
Yeah, Llorona. Nah, man. What was the last thing I saw? I don't even know what's the last thing. I was trying to watch Ocean's 8, but I was really sleepy and fell asleep.
That means it was boring.
I mean, no, it was alright. I was just like, they killed this guy, and that's it. But I was into it, but then I got really sleepy. For some reason, I've been sleepy as hell all weekend. Just if I'm not doing anything, like I was falling asleep watching wrestling earlier. Like, if I'm not doing anything, they're just like just knocking out. I'm old, guys.
You're
That's how
getting
you know I'm
old.
old.
It's that beard. It's so heavy it makes you sleepy.
It was heavier before, yeah, it made me real sleepy. And then I have wake up, and then the thing with that beer was I wake up, and then it was all like squished in because of the way I was sleeping.
Ew.
So then I had to like freaking. Let's just say that I'm a little bit happy I don't have to deal with all that right now.
Get attacked by a bug. D Player One asked, "Are you afraid of the dark or Goosebumps?"
Well, I watched Goosebumps. I didn't really watch Are You Afraid of the Dark?
I love Goosebumps to this day. Like, what I like to do in October, like there used to be Halloween and it was one day, and then like we stretched it into a week because it was so awesome. And then it no, like we just have Halloween shit all week, and so then it was like now Halloween is all of October. So like all of October I would watch Goosebumps.
That week, so I do it. You take that week and you just watch a lot of like stuff that you consider your Halloween stuff. Like I have like a list of movies that I have to, well, I don't have to, but I want to watch on Halloween week. So,
I
and
consider like all of autumn is now Halloween. So we
yeah,
get 3 months of Halloween.
could work. But then after Halloween, it's like, wow. I know someone who loves Halloween to death, and she's like Halloween all year round and shit.
Oh, I love it. Like, I really wish there was a Halloween town, as I would so live there.
Yeah,
Yes.
trick or treat every day. You're like, all right, leave me alone.
Fuck off. Now I'd be the house with all the lights off where nobody'd bug me, but I'd still have Halloween shit all the time. Um, I just think I was always into the Goosebumps books, and
Yes.
then later Are You Afraid of the Dark came out, so it was like, well, they're trying to, copy this, or they were trying to copy like Tales from the Dark Side, or Tales from the Crypt,
Tales from
Creep,
the Crypt was
Crypt,
my
yeah.
shit, and I was not of age to watch it, but I watched it anyways. My parents didn't give a
That's,
fuck.
and that's why we're fucked up to this day.
I was gonna say I came out all right, but I guess I am a little bit messed up.
Crazy. Phantom Knight 99 asks, ever watched the 2000 series that R.L. Stein made, The Haunting Hour? I never saw it, but I heard of it, and I never ever heard if it was good or not, so I never watched it. Is it any
Yeah,
good?
I don't know. It sounds familiar. I know. I think I remember the books or something,
Yeah,
but I don't think I've seen the show. But I do know that Jack Black plays R.L. Stein in the
he
Goosebump
does.
movie.
And he was a dick. He was like, he was a total dick. I was like, is R.L. Stein a dick? Is that like how we
I
model
know,
the
right?
character? Like,
What's
how
going
does
on?
that feel?
I haven't seen the sequel yet, but I did see that movie, and I was surprisingly entertained. And I like that
The first one?
yeah, I like that the
It
dummy
was
was
good.
like the main evil thing. It was like, yeah, that would be it.
Yeah, because he was like wasn't he the first book?
But I don't know, was
Or
it
The Mask. I think The Mask was the first book.
Jim Carrey?
A haunted mask. No, not that mask.
It should be Jim Carrey.
It should.
It
He's
should be Jim
smoking.
Carrey. Should we talk about how great the mask is still today?
I think we did before, but
I
we
know,
shall
but it's
again.
just like it's the mask. Come on. No, you know what we should talk about? Why were you girls talking about anal stuff? Eating ass? Was that what the main conversation
Talking
was?
about
Eating
eating
ass?
ass.
Eating ass is what you guys were talking about. That's how you start off a show. Just talk about eating ass.
She had dropped that like if we don't have anything to talk about, she was going to talk about buttholes, and so like right at the beginning, I was like, "What are we doing?" She's like, "Buttholes." I was like, "Okay, let's do that."
Let's do it. Just eating asses. That conversation came up at work one time, and it was
Oh
this.
no.
We got a female worker, and she's all like, "Yeah, no, whatever." And then this guy was like, "You eating ass, blah blah," you know. And she's like, "I don't never need motherfucker try to eat my ass. I'll kick him in the face." And we're like, "All right, calm down. You don't have to fucking be all crazy." And then everybody else just jumping in there, and it was just like a funny conversation. Um, yeah. More of the story. She annoys me. So there you go.
Bravo.
Because she's always complaining. And then she's named after my ex, so it just all makes sense.
Oh, that's worse. Um, oh, you know what else is coming out? That speaking of the goosebumps and all that stuff, is the scary stories to tell in the dark.
Didn't that come out this weekend?
I think it did, and I used to love that book, the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Those were really good. I don't think they'd be scary to me now, but definitely as a kid, they weren't really scary. They were just like, because I was a really fucked up kid anyway. So they were just like slightly entertaining.
Excuse me.
But I really want to see that because Guillermo del Toro has something to do with it.
And you know, if the Toro's in it, it's all good. That
We shall
man
see.
has not failed. He has a series. He has like a cartoon kind of series on Netflix that I've been meaning to watch because he's like behind it, and I haven't yet. So I felt
Oh,
that
nice.
department. But yeah, y'all.
I miss like series like that though. Like, I wish they would bring back something like Tales from the Dark Side or Tales from the Crypt, or I know they keep trying to bring back Twilight Zone and stuff like that, but they really need like a good horror anthology show.
They're making a horror anthology game.
Really?
Yes. The people who did Until Dawn. Oh, you
Oh
see,
yeah.
yeah, but you see, those are PS4 games. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're making an anthology series, so they already have. I think it's gonna be like 2 games a year, and they already have one coming out later this year. But what's interesting about this game was that it's actually like a two-player kind of theme too. So I'm kind of intrigued. How do two people play a game where you make choices and the choices determine? It's
Let's let's do
interesting.
that.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm kind of curious about that. But yeah, there's
Um,
a horror anthology kind of game coming out.
we should jump on that.
I think
Um,
there was the horror anthology series like the fuck was it? Come on, the one that everybody was all crazy about, American Horror Story. That was horror anthology
yes,
series.
those are great. Because every season is like one complete thought. It's like all one thing, like one big story, and then all of the stories intertwine some way. So it
But with the
gets
same
multi-level.
people, right?
Yeah, with the same characters. Not just the same characters, but the same actors playing different characters as well.
A lot like
I
Tarantino and
yeah,
Rodriguez.
his whole universe thing, and
Hmm.
that show's great. And some people, didn't like the last two seasons, but I love that show.
I only seen the first season.
Oh, the second season is the best one. So if you haven't seen the second one, you suck at life.
I suck at life.
You suck. I know, like seriously, like get off here and go watch it tonight. It's so good. Like, ugh,
I mean, don't get off right now.
not
Get
right
off
now,
when we're done.
later,
Yeah,
but
and
it's so good.
and
I think it's
then
on Netflix
and then you can
or
do what you
Hulu.
gotta do.
I don't know.
It's on everything. But you know what's on the MWE for Life site? All our doves. Cheap plug.
Everyone.
Cheap plugging it like crazy.
Phantom Knight 99 asks, isn't Tales from the Crypt supposed to be coming back? I had heard that,
I don't know.
especially since HBO's biggest show is no longer a thing. I think, and they're gonna try to bring something back. But I had heard that was gonna come back.
Right now they're banking on Euphoria, which I heard is doing pretty good. So they got that, and then they got that other one that's supposed to be the Golden Compass. Like they're actually like
Yeah.
made a series out of it, and I'm really intrigued to see that one, especially because my boy Lin Manuel Miranda is in it.
Oh, he's
So
in that.
yeah, you know
He did a guest thing on Curb Your Enthusiasm. He was really funny.
that guy is a genius, and he's one of us. So Boricua.
Oh, it's dead. Um, D Player One asked, "Do you guys watch Brightburn? And if so, do you think it'll be a sequel?"
Oh
I
my
haven't
god,
seen it yet.
I so want to watch it. I so wanted to go see it, and I didn't. And I so want to watch it. I know there's a digital out already, so that means the
Mhm.
movie is about to come out. This Tuesday is Endgame though, so I'm gonna get that. Rachel, you already know you're gonna get it. So,
Weird.
Brightburn, I definitely want to see it, and I heard that the way it ended leads off for sequels. So far, it's been getting great reactions from people,
Hmm.
so I hope it does get a sequel and it doesn't like screw us over like I don't know a Power Ranger 2017 movie that should have had a sequel and now it's just gonna be redone. So or Alita Battle Angel that they're still waiting for it to be
Yes,
like greenlit for a sequel.
I heard that Brightburn is really good, and everybody that's seen it said it was like beyond expectation. They were like, I mean, the whole premise of it is like if Superman was a villain, and so I heard that company is going to make other DC character like movies. So there's going to allegedly be like an evil Batman kind of character, and so they're going to come out with other stories like that that are taken from comic books.
but somewhere along the line, there gotta be a good person in there or some shit to fight them. What's
It's
going
like
on?
the good Lex Luthor, the good dark side. Good dark side like helps and donates to the poor and works at a soup kitchen.
Yes, I watched that, and it's gotta be played by John Cryer as well.
Yes.
I'm reading the comic of The Boys to get ready to watch the show The Boys on Amazon, which I'm hearing like it's fantastic. So I'm like, my Comixology had The Boys Omnibus. I think that's how you say it. Omnibus 1 and 2 for free for members, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna read this first, just like I did Umbrella Academy, and then I'll watch it. And yeah, the comic is really crazy, and I already hear a lot of crazy stuff about the show, so I'm really into it. But I like the concept. And then when you were talking about Brightburn and how there's like this evil this and evil that, that's basically what the boys is. It's not the fact that I guess they're evil, but they're still superheroes.
Right.
They're just like they're fucking assholes and stuff like that. And there's these people who got to keep them in check. Basically, what the premise is.
Like the Watchmen.
Yeah, kind of like the Watchmen. You know, a bunch of
That's what I've seen of it.
comedians.
Yes. It's
Yeah.
like a bunch of Watchmen references is from like what I've seen from it.
What I don't look. This is what I don't get. I go to the comic book store and I get my stuff, and sometimes I hear these guys talking about, their opinion about, oh, this is this and this is this. Some guy said that he believed the next Star Wars was gonna involve time travel. I'm like, get off your fucking high
What?
horse. It's not gonna. Don't. I don't believe that. I don't. And if they do, then that's fucked up. But you know, whatever. They
How?
talk a lot of stuff. But there was one time I heard a conversation that just people they were just shitting on Watchmen movie, and I'm like, why?
Oh my
Like,
god.
what the fuck? Look, I've seen a motion comic of it
Yeah, I have
all the
that
way,
too.
all the way through, and it was fucking beautiful. And I was like, hey, that's just like the movie. And then I saw the movie, and I'm just
Hmm.
like, hey, there's even the extended version where they put in the fucking like black whatever thing, the comic book,
Barney and Bernie. Oh, you're talking about
like the kid reading the comic
the
book.
yeah, and the comic book story and all that.
Yeah, yeah. So I saw all that. I mean, the only difference is that the fucking there's a big bomb that shows up instead of a fucking alien that shows up.
The squid.
Yeah.
But
So,
the name for the bomb is called Squid. So I mean, they did the bit, and honestly, that ending makes more sense than the original. And people are gonna, burn me at the cross for saying something against Alan Moore, but the whole series was so based on realism, and then he had this alien giant squid. It really didn't make any sense. So for Zack Snyder to make that simple change made it so much more elegant.
Alan Moore does not like any movies based on his comics, and I mean, I never read any of Alan Moore's comics, but the movies don't suck. That's my opinion.
Amazing. Um, I have that, and I used to have all the V for Vendettas. Um, he's a very interesting person. Like somebody did this whole YouTube video of him that his goal in life is to actually be a wizard and not a writer. So he's trying to like distill his wizardry through his writing.
Well, then what he should do is get this freaking Wizards Unite app over here, and he could be a wizard all he wants. Let me show. Hold on. The Wizard Unite. Ooh, yeah, that's what I do. See, a little stylist here. Bam, That LP is all about this Harry Potter fucking game made by the same people who did the Pokemon Go. So it's now whatever. It's an app. There it is. Oh, Wizard Unite. Right there. Wizarding World. Blah blah. So Alan Moore can play that, and he could be all the wizard he want to be in the real world. But don't.
Pikachu.
Did you? Huh? Because
I have it. I haven't watched it yet because I've been trying to game more. So, but I did. I have been watching, like, catching up on my movies. So I had like 4 new movies this week, or five. So I've watched 2. So I have 3 more to go, and that's on my list.
I have seen it in theaters. I did not watch it again, but I do have it, and I told you like it's a fantastic freaking movie. It's hilarious, and if you did you watch the Pokemon movie back then, the first one?
Um, I didn't watch the movies. I used to watch the show.
All right, well, I guess still if you watch the show, it's still good, but if you, especially if you watch the movie, like it really does a callback to that movie. But it's good. It's funny and yeah, it's dope. I liked it.
Phantom Knight 99 is reiterating what I was saying about the Watchmen changes because it makes a lot more sense. Why would an alien show up and why would Dr. Manhattan not show up? Meanwhile, making the world thinking he attacked gives the world a reason to unite in fear of his power. Exactly. And for people to hate on the Watchmen movie, like to be a fan of the Watchmen and then to go see it in the theater was amazing because we were quoting along with the movie that we hadn't seen yet.
Mm-hmm.
But because the movie is so much like the comic, there's so many things that are direct quotes from the book. They're like the only movie that's ever done that. I mean, none of them are as close as to what Watchmen was.
Everybody just fucking hates Zack Snyder, and yet Zack Snyder to us is a fucking cinematic genius, regardless. So,
CGI movie with the owls, but I
oh,
heard it was really good.
it is fucking fantastic, and it is not in my fucking collection, which I'm very disappointed about. But it's on the Hulu HBO part of it, which is
Oh, nice.
fucking fantastic.
I need
But
to
I
watch that.
definitely just get this because that movie was like me and LP went to go see that movie and we didn't expect anything. We thought it was just like it looked cool, whatever. You know, the fucking trailer was dope. Like we are the kids, and, you know that song was kicking in and you got hyped. We see this movie and then you're all like, oh look, they're cute and stuff. And then it gets real and you're like, oh shit. And then at the end, there's this big ass fucking battle. And you're like, yo. So yeah, that movie definitely. If you haven't seen it, go see it
I'm all
sometime,
about it. Big
somewhere.
battles.
It's fucking fantastic, and I need to get my hands on that movie.
For all the shit that people talk about him, he's never disappointed me. I mean, if people would have just shut up and let him play out his whole plot for DC, it would have been mind blowing. And people would have been bowing to him for what he would have completed. And what people got was just fragments of that. They just got little clips of it because it was broken up into all these different movies. But if they would have let him finish it out, people would have been like, "Oh my god, this is brilliant," and it would have made like all of the flashbacks and dream sequences in Batman versus Superman and Justice League and all that. Everything would have made 100% sense.
More sense than just not going anywhere. It dealt with time travel, which they're already gonna do
Yes.
it first, and Marvel was already heading that direction, so there would have been that kind of comparisons going around and stuff like that. But it
Yep.
didn't matter because at the end we all won. So if they just let him do him and didn't mess with it, we would have had something.
They fucked everything up.
Yeah.
I think the biggest argument is just that it wasn't like because the Marvel movies were so plentiful and there's so much of them, so many of them to watch, and a lot of them. I mean, they're great, but a lot of them have a formula. And the DC movies came out and they totally broke that formula. And I think people flipped the fuck out. They're like, "This is not what I'm used to."
They were darker and edgier, but they were good.
They're great. I still watch them all the time, and it's sad that we will never get a fucking ending.
No, we would just get whatever. I mean, now they're focusing on solos, and at least those are great.
Yeah.
Like Aquaman, Shazam came out fucking
Yes.
awesome. So we'll see what the next Suicide Squad will be, and the Birds of Prey will be, and
Hmm.
what else are they doing?
I heard they're gonna do a Harley Quinn solo movie.
Yeah, they really want that. The Batman movie.
Hmm.
Um,
Which people are talking shit about already, and hasn't even
already, dude.
doesn't even have a preview yet.
The
Like,
Joker
just let it
movie.
happen.
It's, I don't know, man. It's just people like to. People like to bitch just to bitch, Joe. It is the god honest truth. You can't do anything about it.
Nope.
You can't do anything about it. And I try not to bitch. Um, what would I bitch about lately?
Spider-Man 3.
I mean, I'm talking about like coming, not like what already
Oh,
happened.
lately. I'm still bitching about that movie.
Something that's coming. Like people were even like, I know some, not a lot, but some were even complaining about like Marshala Ali being freaking Blade now, and it's like, dude, it's
Hmm.
Marshala Ali. Like, it's gonna be good.
Mm. The Little Mermaid.
Yes, there you go.
People went full racist with that one. Like, wow. Like, as soon as I heard what they were doing to have an African American play Ariel, I was like, that's really cool. Because honestly, the actress looks like Ariel in my mind. I was like, that's cool. And then I went, oh shit, people are going to take this in a racist way. And they did. They did not disappoint.
My Ariel ain't black and she's white and you're messing with my childhood. And to some people, they'll say just because like, okay, the character was this, it should stay that way. Don't mess with it. But then it's the fucking Little Mermaid. Who really gives a shit? You know, just let it fucking happen.
Not just a fictional character, but a fictional creature.
Yeah.
So who's to say that one is Anglo-Saxon opposed to African American? Who gives a shit? It's a fictional fucking creature that doesn't exist.
It's true. It's just when they did Titans and they made Starfire black, and people were
Mhm.
like, "Oh no, she black and blah blah," and she don't even look. My only concern was, where's the color? That's it. Like she could be black, but can she at least be a black woman with the freaking,
The
the pink,
pink.
the pink, you know?
Yeah.
That's all I cared about. The same thing went with Deadpool 2 when it was Domino. And it was like, oh, it's a black character, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't care. I just want a character to have the fucking white face with the theme. But then I got it. She had
Yeah.
vitiligo, so it was just around
She
her
was
eye.
opposite.
Yeah, so I got that. I was like, all right,
Yeah.
and that's cool. Just don't fuck with the formula. It's like if you put Gamora and then you put her in there and she's not green. I don't care
Yeah.
if it's a fucking, like, Puerto Rican chick. It's just to make her green, and she's green. So that's all that cares.
Some somebody asked me once because, Henry Cavill backed out of doing Superman and all that stuff. They're like, well, what do you think? What are your thoughts on a black Superman? I'm like, I don't care if they're purple or potato skin. It's as long as you play the character. If you read the comic books, you know the source material, and you embody the essence of the character. That's all that matters. I don't know why everybody wants to take it into some racial shit. I mean, that just really just speaks to who they are as a person.
Yeah, as long as they follow the comic, because I tell people there is a black Superman. He's a president.
Yeah.
You could do that. You could fucking do that storyline, get that in the way, and then fucking mix that in there with somewhere else. Because the thing that these comics have is they have multiverses.
Yeah.
So you can do a lot of things, and then you could cross them over. The DC shows, they done that. They mastered that. Next season, the fucking Crisis
Hmm.
on Infinite Earths or whatever, that's gonna be fucking fantastic. We got Brandon Routh coming back as Superman, and he's already in the
Yes.
show as the Atom, the
Hmm.
Atom,
Adam.
the Atom. There you go. And who else did they say they're gonna? Or someone else. Oh, they got, this is big. They got Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman in the cartoons, to
Oh my
play
god,
old Bruce Wayne in
that's
this Crisis
sexy.
of Infinite Earth. And there's even rumors that they're gonna get Mark Hamill to do the Joker. Fuck it, he's the trickster, but maybe he can do the Joker too. I mean, these guys are like gonna go all out, and you could do that.
That means
And
that they have to have a Terry McGinnis.
they gotta. It'll be fantastic. And Endgame kind of started the whole like there could be multiverses in that thing too, which
Yeah,
is what should be. It's like it's comic book. It's they have material up the ass in the comics. There's multiple
they
freaking
do. And what's
dimensions and
what
shit.
sucks about that, there's not even like even if you never did the multiverse stuff, like there's multiple. iterations of characters. Like there's been many Green Lanterns, like, and they always focus on Hal Jordan. It's like, dude, like, what about all the others that have worn the ring and all the Green Lantern, not just the Green Corp, but like all the other Light Corps. There's so many, and there's, like you said, there's just so much material for them to just focus on one character all the time. And then, like, well, that didn't work out, so let's just reboot it. It's like, stop rebooting shit. Like, just continue from there.
On the John Stewart Green Lantern to show up. You know, he should. He's already Black Superman in Hobbs and Shaw,
There you go.
and he killed that shit. It was fucking fantastic.
Somebody was saying that he should also be the next James Bond. I was like, he'd be a badass James Bond.
He could be. There's no reason why he
Badass.
shouldn't be. He could.
Because
They
people are racist.
they made they made Doctor Who into a woman, and believe it or not, woman. I knew a woman who was pissed off about that. Oh no, they can't turn a doctor to a woman, blah blah. And I'm like, the fuck, you're a woman. You should be happy. There's a freaking female doctor. You know. There's just no
No
pleasing
matter,
people.
yeah, no matter what it is, people will find a reason to complain.
But I gotta say, where's my, like, I was happy with Into the Spider Verse because you got Miles Morales. Like, all right, there's a
Yeah, finally.
representation for, like, not only just Puerto Ricans but blacks. There's a representation, two cultures, two races, one hero.
Yeah. And
Beautiful.
they were breaking out all the different iterations of Spider-Man. It's not just the same fucking one that they keep rebooting over and over. There's been many, and the whole Spider-Verse itself is fucking crazy.
That movie was fantastic. That movie was good. Phantom Knight says, my problem with Starfire is that Sasha Banks looks more like Starfire than the actress playing her. I mean, Sasha Banks should have. If you don't know, Rachel, Sasha Banks is a wrestler. Um,
Okay.
she is like the cousin of Snoop Dogg, so that's there too in her fucking resume. But yeah, she's a wrestler. She hasn't been wrestling lately, but I guess she could have played Starfire. It doesn't matter. Is as long as the person knows how to act and it's good. Hey, Umbrella Academy, they changed one of the characters into African American woman.
Hmm.
And you know what? And this is already starting because that Marvel's The Eternals, they changed a lot of characters' sexes as well. So
Yes.
Salma Hayek is playing a character that's actually a male. There's another character on there too. And people are already like, oh no. And I'm just like, don't nobody know who the fuck the Eternals are, so it doesn't matter. You can fucking do
Right.
whatever you want with them right now.
It doesn't
I'm
matter.
I'm fine with it. If you know who the Eternals are, then fucking fantastic for you. But let me tell you that that's something that seems like it's very, very old and needs a revamp, like drastically right now. So we're good. I
D
would
Player
love.
One asked, "Where's White Tiger? White Tiger versus Black Panther movie would make it happen, Marvel."
That is what I want. White Tiger is a Puerto Rican superhero. That's what I want. That would be
Where's
fucking dope
Where's
as
he
hell.
at?
And he's only been shown in a Spider-Man cartoon lately, the
Wow.
Ultimate Spider-Man or something like that. And it was a female because it's the daughter of White Tiger, so they just pass it down. But yeah,
Oh, cool.
it's Puerto Rican, so why not? I mean, I want representation too. There's a Puerto like super Puerto Rican fucking superhero made in Marvel that only lasted one comic book, and it was in a Fantastic Four issue, and he was called El Vejigante, and he looked dope to me, a Puerto Rican, because he was like fully Puerto Ricaned out, but he's also like a superhero made out of the mythos or mythology of Puerto Rican culture or something like that, called a
Yeah.
vejigante. Is man, I don't know how to explain it, and I'm Puerto Rican, so it's fucking awful.
Go get your mom.
I know, right? But there's this mask that we make that is just like a bunch of horns and stuff like that. We make it out of paper mache, and it looks dope. And he's that. He wears that as a mask, and he just all like
Wow.
big Puerto Rican thing. And he only came out in one issue of Fantastic Four when they went to Puerto Rico, and he was there. And his story was dope. His story was like he was a former military, and he did some things, and it's almost like Ghost Rider where he he did some things and he wanted to make up for it, so he made this deal, and now he's El Vejigante, and he protects the island only, so he can't even leave the island because he's stuck there, and he's the only
Wow.
guardian of the island.
And
I
that's not a series?
Right? Like,
That's
why?
cool.
That should have been like jumped on and capitalized and made more. We got um, America Savage, which is great too. But you already heard my story about like how some fucking woman fucked up that whole solo run of hers. But you take someone who can get these characters and fucking revamp them and represent us very well. I'm just saying that because I want representation. Black people want representation. Everybody wants representation, and we all should
Irish
be. Yes,
Irish
Irish.
people just don't want to be considered drunks all the time.
There's an Irish Spider-Man. Did you know that?
No, that's
Yes.
amazing.
The
We need Mick everything.
the when you saw Into the Spider Verse, right? So did you
Hmm.
see the after credits when it's like, no, you're pointing at me. No, you're pointing at me. That part?
I don't remember.
No. Was the after credit scene, and they showed this Spider-Man is like Spider-Man 2099. His name is actually Miguel something. He's half Irish, half Mexican American.
Oh shit. That's really cool.
So
Like
representation,
off the
baby.
boat Irish or
I guess I don't know. I don't know his full story. I just know that he's half Irish, half Mexican. And then you're like,
that's
that's a
awesome.
weird combination. Not so much because LP's girlfriend is half Irish, half Mexican.
Not really. Any kind of Catholic countries like that, they it would not be weird for them to fuck because Catholicism makes you so guilty and horny at the same time. Like you don't believe in rappers either? Nah, let's bump uglies. Let's make one weird ass baby.
There you go,
There you go.
Miguel O'Brien. How like stereotypical that is. Miguel for the Mexican, O'Brien for the Irish.
O'Brien, yeah, of course.
Fits.
Couldn't just be Brian, it had to be O'Brien.
Hmm. Phantom Knight says, I think they need to get Spider Woman, Spider Anya more in the mainstream stuff. The new cartoon has her in there right now, but would be nice to see if she was in the Spider Verse. Well, most likely we will see more in the Spider Verse. As in the MCU, I don't think so much. I think they're limited onto what they could use. I don't know what's the deal because it's like it's still a deal between them and Sony
Yeah.
still owns the rights to the whole movie stuff. So I take what I can get, but it's been great. Like Far From Home is fantastic. If you haven't seen it, people see it.
Mm-mm. I want
Miguel
to because
O'Hara.
I've always liked Mysterion or Mysterio. What is his name?
So
I can't think. I get my South Park mixed up.
if you love Mysterio, you will love Far From
Yes.
Home. That's why it's good because he killed it as Mysterio.
Nice.
I, this, you watch Spider-Man the animated series growing up, and you remember how Mysterio was in there, and you're like, yeah, man, this is how it should be. And then you see the movie, you're like, oh my god, I feel like I'm watching live action of a cartoon series. It's fucking fantastic.
Gail O'Hara,
It's
not
O'Hara. Okay,
O'Brien.
well,
But still,
still,
any Irish name with O signifying an old name, like
O'Brien.
O is kind of like an meaning original. So that's like back in our clan days when we were just the Celts. So like my last name Dunn comes from O'Dunn.
Really? You should be
Yeah,
all done.
I know, because I'm done with this.
Rachel O'Dunn. That's dope. That sounds dope.
I
I can't be
know.
no like Xavier O Nazario. Well, if the
No,
middle name was O, I'm Xavier A Nazario. I'm A
that works.
Nazario.
Hey, what's going on with Sony and Tom Hardy's Venom? I don't know, but I love that fucking movie. I want more. I want to see Carnage. Like, I've always been a fan of villains, like the Joker and Carnage have always been my favorites. So I really, really want to see a Carnage movie.
In the sequel, and we already got confirmation that Andy Serkis, right, Gollum himself, is going to direct Venom 2. So get ready for Venom 2 Electric Boogaloo. It's gonna be dope. It was a really good movie. Like, it was surprisingly good. Like, I wasn't so hyped when I went to go see it. I was like, all right, let me just see this because it is Venom and it's a comic book movie, and I fucking
Venom,
support.
Venom.
Yes, I support the hell out of comic book movies. I don't give a shit. Um, I went to go see it. I'm like, this is not even part of the MCU, so it's whatever. It's just
It's a
whatever.
rogue movie.
Yeah, and then I was like, yo, this was funny. This was fun. He had a blast being Venom. You could tell the
And the
relationship.
action was fucking on point.
Yeah, you could tell the relationship. The relationship between him and Venom was hilarious, and it was fun, and it was good. And I was like, okay, yeah, sure, give me another one. I don't give a shit. Fuck it.
And it's one of those movies, too, that after you watched it, you immediately want to watch it again. And that
Hmm.
usually signifies it's a great movie. It's one of those rewatch. Um, and not a lot of movies are like that. So if it's a movie like you can rewatch over and over, like last episode I talked about that movie Burnt and Suicide Squad. Those are like my two fallback movies I watch a lot of. But Venom is up there too.
Venom ended with freaking Woody Harrelson being Carnage, so I'm already there. I'm like, yes, give me Woody Harrelson as freaking Carnage. Why not? I'm down for that. I'm excited for that.
Woody's all day.
Woody. Woody Harrelson gives you Woodies all day. Did
All
you
day.
did you see a video of Woody Harrelson like at some event, and he was trying to get back to his seat, but the security wouldn't let him get to his seat because it was like the event was already happening or something like that, and
Hmm.
you can just tell like he's a little bit drunk and tipsy, and like he went to go get a drink, he came back, he couldn't let, so he's just there standing, he's just like, what the fuck. I saw it on Twitter and it was hilarious. I was like, I understand Woody. It be like that sometimes.
Speaking of that, Zombieland 2 is
Oh
coming
my
out, and I'm fucking stoked on that. 'Cause I still love, not past tense, but the first one was so great. I went and saw it in theater twice, and that like almost never happens.
The first one they played a lot at work, so I'm like, okay, I'm done, but not with the movie because I love the movie. It's just like they were killing it for me at a point, but I will see it again before I see the second one because yeah, Zombieland is like is one of those fun movies that it's a time period when there's just like zombies, and you're like, all right, some people are killing it, but some people are doing it right, and that Zombieland was one of those like, yeah, you're doing it right. I wanted to see that other one that had Bill Murray and
Yes.
all those other
Um,
people.
it's the director that did Dead Man and Coffee and Cigarettes and all that. I love that. I can't think of his name right now, but
I
I
can't.
love that director, and he always has like a set of people that he always uses too.
It looked really good, and I heard someone saw it and said that it was good. So I know it was in theaters already, and it already got out. Like it was like low key just went and came out. But yeah,
That's
that's
usually how that director does movies.
yeah.
It's called The Dead Don't Die.
There you go. That one. That's the one right there.
The director's name is Jim Jarmusch. I love
There
that
you
guy. Oh,
go.
and he did Ghost Dog. I love that movie.
Oh, Ghost Dog. Ghost Dog was so good. I had that book for a while until my brother took it.
I have it.
Motherfucker. The Art of War.
Wait, I don't have it. I don't have it with me.
No, Hagakuri. There you go. It's
Yeah,
called Hagakuri.
this one.
There you go. Hagakuri. That was my shit. So if you haven't
Best of
seen
that.
Ghost Dog,
Oh my god, Ghost Dog. Forrest Whitaker fucking owns that movie. Like the whole relationship between him and his best friend that they don't speak the same language, it's fucking hilarious. But they're still best friends.
I was surprised that he knew martial arts. I was like, what? Word?
Duke of Fight.
Dude can fight. They should have him fighting more often and shit like that.
I bought it was on sale this week, Repo Man, the unrated version, and he's so fucking great in that movie.
Yes. I do remember when that movie came out, there was some controversy
About what?
because there was Repo the generic opera, and then there was
Right.
Repo Men, and it basically the
Well,
same kind of shit, but just different.
well,
So,
the Repo Man is based off a book, but
mhm.
I can see what they're they're getting at.
Yeah.
The Repo Man is based off a book called The Repo Mamba,
Yeah.
which is very similar to Repo the Opera.
Mm-hmm.
So, but both good in their own ways.
They are. They are. And then here's a known fact for anybody who's really deep in MWE freaking library and history. Officium was inspired by Repo Man, Repo the Genetic Opera, and Boondock Saints.
There you go. Where's part 2?
More like where's we left off in episode 3.
3, so 4.
Yeah.
Where's the continuation?
Where's the reboot sequel is what
there
it's gotta
go.
be now, because we're older and shit changed. So I thought about things like, okay, if I brought it back, I gotta do like some kind of like Desperado kind of thing, it's like a reboot sequel, like Evil Dead 2 kind of shit,
Exactly.
I gotta do something along those lines. But I mean, and then I think about like, oh, I gotta get these guys. Oh yeah, these guys are not gonna be. I gotta find a new batch. That's what it's gonna be. I gotta find a new batch of people. Like, all right, we gotta make this. Yeah, whole new cast. I play myself still, and I think I could still count on LP. Everybody else, I don't know.
Absolutely.
Stay hydrated, y'all.
Which is why you need to greenlight my script so that we can have more content.
Yes, that too. You had the 9/11 one was.
I think about that every time I'm in traffic.
9/11 one, man. I was like, damn.
That's one of those ones I wrote, and then I was like, my mom's gonna kill me. She's gonna fucking kill me.
Shit is hot in here. Let me tell you, when I had these guys over Friday, it was just like sweaty up in here.
Bunch of ball sweat dudes.
4 guys in this room, and there's the fucking computer on, and there's the monitors on, and lights, and everybody's breathing hot breath, and the window was open at that time because it's cool outside, but there's no air blowing in. It was just like we were working on stuff, just sweating.
You don't have like central air?
Yeah, we do. But like I said, the windows were open, so the central air was
off. Wow.
And even if I had central air, it doesn't really help in this room. There's like one vent right here, and it seems to be the last thing that comes out.
You're like the last room.
Yeah. It's whatever, man. It's whatever. I see my girls freaking... She got a new place, and her rooms are just like huge compared to mine's. Like,
everybody move.
Must be nice.
You're gonna have to move everybody over there.
Everybody over here. We're gonna do this. I remember at one point I was like, yeah, we're gonna rent a studio out and we could work on there. Yeah, it never happened.
It can still happen.
We'll see. We'll see here in the machine room, ladies and gentlemen. You're. Wait, let me do my radio voice. Ladies and gentlemen, you're in the machine room. I'm your host, Nostradamus, and along with me is Hammer of Venus. And just letting you know that today is August 11th of 2019. That's right, August 11th, 2019. You're in the machine room, and have your keys ready. We're ready to go into the next room right now. In the next room, we got over here Hammer of Venus. Hammer of Venus, how you doing?
I'm good.
The Fifth Element?
Yes. Thrilled.
With the echo? Thrilled. Corbin! What was that? What was nothing. No fire, no energy, no nothing.
We should do like making fun of those morning shows where it's just laughing for 4 hours. You just turn on the radio and you just hear laughing, and then you're like, okay, we're going to take a commercial break and we'll be right back.
It was like, what the hell was funny?
What was so fucking funny? And then they come back and they're still laughing. You're like,
we're so
for
rich.
4 hours. You're like, what did I miss?
We're so fucking rich. That's what they're laughing at.
So it's funny. Oh my God. Look at all these sponsors giving us money.
Right? Just laughing. Ha 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 ha. This has been brought to you by Starbucks. Ha 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 ha. Dunkin' Donuts. New Cosmic Kulala.
Like all those YouTubers, they're always like, this video brought to you by Go Fuck Yourself.
Oh my God, Randy did it one time perfectly. When we talked about like, yeah, man, there's always these videos always start off like, hey, how you like it? Hey, by the way, if you like our video, go ahead and subscribe and also hit the like button and hit the bell and then do this. He was doing that like perfectly to the T, and I'm like, it's exactly like that. It came to the point where it's just like, hey, do this, do that. I remember a time when that shit was like common sense, like, hey, I like this video, like.
You're just supposed to do that. You're not supposed
Yeah,
to tell everybody to do that every video. And then
yeah.
this brought to you by Skillshare.
Though I did tell people like, hey man, if we had sponsors for this, then get ready. You could just fast forward us when you listen to us on iTunes and Spotify. But I'm a sponsor shit if they want to be sponsored.
You know what's funny? And we talked about this, like the whole inspiration for the show is the format that Joe Rogan uses. And the way we start it, we just go 1, 2, 3, go, and then we start. And that's the way he does it when he goes live on YouTube. But then later when they do the audio versions, there's like 15, 20 minutes of fucking commercials before the shit that he had on YouTube. I'm like, that's how we're going to do it.
Yep, exactly how it is.
This video brought to you by pull out your wallet and throw money in our face.
This video brought to you by whoever the fuck we want.
This video brought to you by viewers like you.
Hey, that'd be dope, right? You guys
steal the PBS shit, yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Shit, bring back cats. Air Cats on fucking PBS again. That's the only way I saw Cats. They showed it on PBS.
I just watch Bob Ross on Twitch now. So I'm good. I
Go.
think PBS is dead.
I think so. That's sad. No, I think
it's
still alive for the kids in the mornings and shit like that. Like, here, go ahead, watch freaking.
Well, Sesame Street's gone. They moved to HBO, and now like the only thing that PBS has is like Masterpiece Theater.
What?
And that's like old people shit and like Antique Roadshow.
Are you kidding me?
About Sesame Street? No,
Street is
that was years ago. They're on fucking HBO. What? You know how like big a fucking sellout Sesame Street had to be to go to HBO? You went from like the world's freest, everybody had that channel, PBS, and it was like, you know what? We're gonna go to where only rich motherfuckers can pay and watch this shit. What? And now they're on HBO. Google it.
Like in
Google it. I don't know when. I don't have HBO.
Because I grew up with cable, and HBO had this thing in the mornings when I was able to watch like Encyclopedia, which was the shit, by the way.
Yes.
I remember the song too. Encyclopedia, look it up and look it up, look it up. Okay, so I'm gonna stop there. But clearly it was catchy. So
2016 or 15.
Jesus.
That's been a while.
I did not know that. I did not know that.
People were fucking mad. Like, they were livid. Like, how could you go from PBS, where anybody and everybody could watch, and they have for like 50 fucking years, to go from that to HBO? It was such a fucking slap in the face.
Gotta make money.
I think I hope it killed him.
He said, I hope Big Bird.
It's not TV, it's HBO.
It's not TV, it's HBO. I can't do Big Brother.
You said.
Vurish. That's how you know it's been a long day.
Kermit.
Elmo making money.
That's all I got. Yeah. Kermit. Pay me, bitches.
Doing the little dance he does from the GIF.
The poop GIF I sent you. He's fucking working that poop.
I seen someone do that dance, and I was like, you reminded me of Elmo doing the dance, the poop. That's how happy you are. Where we at?
What else did I got another movie this week. I can't remember. Fuck, I'm gonna have to look.
Is it Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey?
It fucking should be. I love
It
those movies.
should be. I'm so
No, but I
excited
I
for the
can't
next one.
wait for fucking um yeah, Bill and Ted, but I'm waiting for John Wick 3 to come out on digital.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Digital, baby.
John Wick 3
Oh,
was a
Snatch.
masterpiece.
That was it.
Snatch?
So I bought, what was the other one I said?
You like Dykes?
Reaper Man, Snatch, Party Monster, and Greta. I bought all those this week.
You like Dykes? What?
Dags?
Dykes. You
They're
like
like
Dykes?
dogs.
Oh, dogs.
Yeah, like dags.
Yeah, like that.
I like caravans more.
There was a series. I didn't watch the series, but there was a series of that.
I didn't watch it. I heard it was pretty funny, actually. I didn't hear anything bad about it. I don't know if it's still on or not, but it wasn't the people from the movie, so I was like, eh.
Mhm.
But it was the same kind of premise.
Speaking of like UK stuff, I saw that Robin Hood movie.
Oh, then the one with Elton John dude from
Yeah,
the
and Jamie
Gentleman
Foxx.
movies.
And Jamie Foxx. It was cool. It was like Robin Hood done super stylish and shit like that. The arrows were react like they're gunshots. So when they hit the walls and
Oh,
stuff, they're like
wow.
slow motion stuff. So it was cool. It was a lot of cool moments. It was basically just like an origin kind of shit. So like
Hmm.
it left itself open to keep going further. But
Yeah, so did the Russell Crowe one, but we'll never get more of those.
no, because he goes around punching people. That
I
was
was
South Park.
I love
Yeah.
that him and the steamboat
Yeah.
punching everybody. I was a big fan of that book when I was little, and I haven't seen anybody do it right. I mean, there's a lot of great Robin Hood movies and TV shows and stuff, but I've yet to see anybody do
What?
it honest to the book.
What? Do you not remember the one with Kevin Costner and Christian Slater, baby? And freaking Morgan Freeman? That was the shit with that
I
song?
still love that movie. I have the extended version. I watch it like once a year, but it's bad and good at the same time.
I think I saw a clip of.
Good, bad.
I saw a clip of some.
Tugger. That's the name of the boat Russell Crowe had. Tugger. Me and Tugger going around the world starting fights.
There was a clip of some Kevin Costner movie where some dude's in the back of a car and he was like, I think he said like in a couple seconds I'm gonna break your nose. He's like, what? And he just broke that guy's nose. Something like that. I don't know where it's from, but it was just I follow some weird shit on Twitter and some is like no contents violence or something like that. So it's just like clips of something violent out of
I'm gonna look it
context.
up.
And it was just funny. Kevin Costner punched some dude in the back seat of a car, broke his nose. After he told him, "I'm gonna break your nose." And we all know that you don't fuck with Kevin Costner because he's fucking Superman's stepfather.
Yes. It's from a movie called A Perfect World.
That clip or something?
Yeah.
Else?
That's what happened when I looked it up. In 2 seconds, I'm gonna break your nose. That's a threat.
There you go. That's what he said.
Butch punches Putt in the nose, then grabs the gun.
Kevin fucking Costner.
He is great in that Robin Hood. I love Waterworld too, but Dances with Wolves. It's a great one.
Yes.
And he directed that shit. 1G.
Did he win an Oscar for that shit?
He did. He won a shitload of stuff for that movie.
There you go. Nobody can talk shit about Kevin Costner. Motherfucker is a shit.
I have a story about that. So, when did that movie come out? Yeah. Let me look.
I have no idea when Dances. I saw it in grammar school.
The way they used to do movies back then, for people that don't know, you millennials and all that stuff, they used to have a movie in the theater for like a year, and then it would go away, and then it would come out on VHS. So it was probably 91, 92 when it finally came out on VHS. And McDonald's was doing this weird thing for a while where they were selling VHS tapes. So you could order food and be like, yeah, and give me Dances with Wolves on VHS. And so we did that. This is with me and my mom, my stepdad, my 3 sisters. So we had this, those huge family bags of food. And we finished all the food, get to the bottom of the bag, there's no VHS tape. So my stepdad takes the whole bag with all of our fry containers, all our burger wrappers and all that shit. And he goes, I'm going to fucking fix this. That's what he said. And I'm like 8 or 9 years old. So we drives back to McDonald's. We had been eating in the car. Walks up to the counter, pours the entire bag of all our trash and wrappers and shit onto the counter and goes, where's my fucking movie? And they're like, So, yeah, we had that VHS copy for a long time. It was like this winning victory of where's my fucking movie?
Oh, shit. I don't remember them selling VHSs.
I don't remember what else they sold. I just remember that one because of that incident.
That'll be interesting. Yeah, can I get number 5 with the Blu-ray? And
that would be cool. Like the way they do like their toys, like when they're selling like Happy Meals with Superman or like Spider-Man toys. You're like, yeah, can I get that Blu-ray too?
Does it come with a digital copy? No. All right. Well,
fuck.
Let me get the 4K one. The fucking.
There you go.
Biggie size it. Yes. Love it. How times changed.
Yes, things are very fucking weird now. Kids don't even know what a VHS tape is, or like. We were talking yesterday about HD DVD. And kids won't fucking ever know what that is. They'll just think, oh, Blu-ray's everything. Like, no, like there was this whole other format before that called HD DVD, and they were red, and they were better. That
was the war. It was Xbox had that, and PlayStation had the other one, the Blu-ray. Yeah.
Well, it was Sony versus somebody. I don't remember how that worked.
I don't think I ever got to experience the other one.
That HD DVD?
Yeah.
I liked it better. I liked the compression rate. But because you could fit more on a Blu-ray, they went that way. But I think HD DVD looked better. Like the same thing with like Betamax and VHS. Like Betamax looked better, but VHS you could fit more on a tape. It's the same premise.
I say we go back to laser discs.
There you go. You're big motherfuckers you can't touch. Put that in your tray.
No, I say fuck that. I say they have it so that we just have to have the whole roll of film. We need a projector ourselves and just
absolutely
project that shit.
And then you can put in single frames of pornography like on the Fight Club.
No. What up? Milk tea. I'm gonna go with milk tea because I don't know what the beginning. What is this all about? This is the Machine Room Podcast. This is where we hang out, talk shit, and have a good time. And in the Machine Room, everybody's welcome in. But
anything goes.
You know, if you don't contribute, you can get kicked out as well because there's no freeloaders in the Machine Room. No, man. We have a lot of places for people to stay, but you know, everyone got to do their part.
We got somebody doing dishes right now. Somebody jumped on laundry. My homie's mopping the floors right now, so it's all good.
It's all good, homies. IMAX. If everybody had an IMAX in their house,
that would be amazing. Like if you could just have an IMAX room, I would never leave.
That's it. We're changing our podcast from the Machine Room to the IMAX room.
The IMAX room. Did you ever see that footage of when they were filming The Dark Knight and they destroyed one of the 4 IMAX cameras? Like there's only like 4 or 5 in the entire world and they destroyed one of them.
No, I did not.
It's the scene where they're like in the under part of the road where there's like another road under the road, whatever that's called, you people in Chicago have. And there's the truck in the SWAT truck, and it runs into one of the fucking IMAX
Oh,
cameras.
you're talking the road under the road. That's Lower Wacker.
There you go. Got a
Lower
road
Wacker
under
Drive.
Inception Road.
It's like this whole is downtown. Is this whole area that's actually it's just a road underneath the other road, and then shit, it's like almost like a city underneath the city. It's weird. It's fun to drive though, but also scary to drive. And there's a whole lot of homeless people down there. The guy on the left.
Well, there's only one guy.
I'm too soft.
You softy motherfucker.
I'm a soft. How am I too soft?
If mine's too loud, I can turn down.
Is it because my fucking shit wasn't really adjusted? Alright, right now I'm mad at everybody who was in this thing the whole damn time and
It didn't say shit. Yeah.
shit.
Why you no say nothing?
Why you don't say a damn thing? No, everything's fine over there. I don't get it.
Get turned. Turn up. It's like the compared one, the one on the right's mic. Because my mic is badass. This is all PB setup right here.
Okay,
That's
my
what's
mic
up.
is a piece of shit, clearly. Oh no, I can hear myself on this shit. I don't know.
I can hear you.
Yeah, right, dog. What you doing? What you doing? You fucking up the show. No, just kidding.
You're fucking up the fucking. But thank you for coming through.
Well, maybe I want her to be heard more because I'm all about equal opportunity.
You know what's funny is like people. I've had two of them actually. I've had two bronchial spasms and it messed up my voice and my throat. And so in real life, I don't talk very loud. And so people are always like, you're so quiet. And I'm like, you don't want to hear the shit that's going on in my head anyway. So it's mutually beneficial. There's crazy stuff in here. And I have a low voice.
I'm trying to get at that level. Like I told you, like I'm very, my patience and everything is very tested at work. And after, I was like someone made me feel like I'm a bad person because of what the fuck I said. So I was like, all right, man, maybe I'm just gonna like keep everything in here and not say so much out. But man, do I always have something to say at work about somebody. So I don't know. I'm trying though. I'm trying.
There's good and bad things or ways to do that. Like if you can give people honest and positive criticism, that's better than just being like, you stupid motherfucker.
You piece of shit.
You piece of shit.
I mean, look, dude, let me tell you what I had to deal with at one point. There's this guy and he's like, if he sees you eating or something, he'll automatically like try to get what you're trying to eat. Okay, it's one of those guys. All right, sees you drinking something, he's gonna want one. Yes, he's a scavenger. He's a scavenger to the core. Okay, and then he's a little bit lazy. So we're doing a flight and we gotta dump bags. We gotta offload the plane and dump the bags. Dump the bags and put in the fucking luggages in the carousels, so it could go down to people at arrival and shit like that. Okay. I do my first string, so I dump my bags, then I go out, and then there's some strollers that need to be taken down, so I come back. He was right behind me and he had to dump his string. This guy decides to, in the middle of it, just disappear. I go there and I'm like, where's everybody? There's one thing open. There's like half of the bags thrown out and no one's there. I'm like, what's going on? And I'm looking. And then he comes walking with a bag of McDonald's and a drink from McDonald's. So he literally just in the middle of it took the elevator, went downstairs, got some McDonald's and went back up. I'm like, get the fuck over here. And he's like, I'm sorry, man. Yo, I ordered fucking McDonald's. They said my food's ready. But I'm in the middle of this flight. And then I just went to go get it real quick. And I'm just like laughing. And I just keep doing the job. And then I never told the supervisor or anything like that. But yeah, that's just a little taste of like the shit I had to deal with. And it's like, these guys are just common sense.
You work with a bunch of stupid motherfuckers.
Thank you. Yes, yes, I do.
I'll say it for you. Like, let me be your anger translator, and I'll
Mm-hmm.
just walk around with you and just put my hands
Yes.
like this and just.
Yes. I love those. Those were great. Man, this is the things I gotta deal with. So, you know, that's what I gotta deal with tomorrow. But yeah, other than that, there's fun times, I guess.
It's all gravy.
Yeah, it is what it is. I don't know why to do that because I'm low and you're both of our shit is up. Yeah, I mean, right here it shows that both of us is up. So
I don't know.
I don't know either. You don't know
Is
if
it any better? Like, did we fix it? Is it to your liking?
do I have to like put my other stuff right here? Because then I feel like I'll have an echo, and I don't think that'll work very well since it's using everything from that other source. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of
There it goes.
technical shit going on. You don't understand like how much work it took just to make this shit happen right here. You know, so have her over there, and in a completely other state, and me here, in a completely other state, be in the same room together at the same time for you. It's magic.
It is magic.
Do you believe
Let's
in
see.
magic?
Let's see how far away in miles.
We're pretty far.
We're hella far.
We're hella far. And I've drove a hella far. I love road tripping. I mean, we never gone too far. I think like over 6 miles. I believe we did.
1,300 miles.
Over 6 miles. I mean, over 6 hours we've done.
Mm-hmm.
I think the furthest I've been to was like Minnesota, Mall of America.
I'm 20 hours away from you.
Shit.
Driving.
Someone I know would drive from here to Texas, lives down there now, and would drive from there to here, and then like for a week, and then drive back over there.
But why though?
They love driving. They love driving, but
I like driving too, but Texas is like, fuck. You can drive for like 2 or 3 days and still be in Texas.
where am I? Texas is its own country.
It's like the Twilight Zone. You're just like, how do I get out of here?
Yeah, I'm more worried about like I know there's a lot of lagging going on because I still get notifications like drop frames detected, drop frames detected.
Ah,
Yeah, so I don't know how this is gonna come out. I mean, I'm hearing it right here on my phone, and it's
I
hearing
do.
fine to me. Yeah,
I do see where it sounds louder.
it'll
There.
sound good in the freaking
That's better.
in the podcast. I'm sure of it.
That's how we do in the machine room. It's just fucking crazy.
In the machine room, we're still trying to figure out because we just moved in. So
Yeah.
we just moved into the machine room. Our stuff is still scattered everywhere. We have a little storage room.
Look at all these boxes I have.
Yeah, and look
It's
at
crazy.
all the bullshit I have behind me. So I already set up my machine room. I'm good.
There you go.
My machine room was set up from the start.
All day.
Bruh. You want to see what we were trying to sell over there? Look at this right here. You
Yes.
want Bob's Burger, right?
I love Bob's Burgers.
All right, well then he made this right here. Ooh, shit.
Tina.
Yeah, it's a cross of Tina as Gogo from Kill Bill.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. He also sells that in
Dude, I want
t-shirt.
that.
Yeah, he has a TeePublic store where he sells his stuff.
Send it to me.
Yeah, I got you. There's also another one. It's Android 18 from Dragon Ball as the bride in Kill Bill.
Oh, nice.
And then somewhere over there, it's like this one that says Disobey, kind of like that famous Under the Giant kind of thing. You know what it says like Obey?
Yes.
But it's the fucking First Order helmet with the blood on his face from Star Wars.
Oh, nice. That was Finn.
Yeah, when Finn was a soldier. So he's good with the mashups and stuff like that. And I always tell him, like, man, you should sell this. You should sell this. You should sell this. You should put this on T-shirts. I wear that as a T-shirt. I wear that as a T-shirt. So little by little, we're trying to get him to. But, you know, he's very creative.
I've done one of those so far, and nobody got it. It was Kylo Ren and Frank. from that movie Frank, the guy with the big helmet for his
Dude,
head. Nobody
LP
got it, so I haven't sold one of them.
LP kept telling me to watch that movie, and I was like, I will. He already spoiled it for me too, so I'm kind of mad about that. So I know who the hell
Oh
Frank
my
is,
god.
but
Yeah.
I was like, I will, and
You
then
have to watch it. It's so good.
he wouldn't let it die. So I kept like holding it back, hoping that I forget. But I know who Frank is, so I know it's
He's
gonna
one
be
of
like a
he's one of my people.
dude. I love that actor.
Yeah, he's so great. And like his accent in that movie is so great. It makes me want to watch it more because I just love the way he sounds with an American accent.
Oh shit! Thoughts on Funko Pops?
Here we go.
All right, here we go. As you can tell, I have a big, freaking vast collection of them,
He's got several.
and it used to be more. There's another collection over there of like freaking just Power Rangers themselves. Um, when I started it, it was literally just like, okay, I'm just gonna get this, and then just getting this turned to, okay, I'm gonna get this, and then I was like, I'm gonna get these, and then I'm like, I'm gonna get all this, and then it just turned to so much that to the point where I had no space really. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna calm down. So now I don't buy as many, but I always want to.
Here's a question. Did the ex take any with her?
Yes,
Because I know you guys had a combined collection before.
that's where I said like I used to
So,
have more, but
like,
no.
what was your split? Like, how did that work?
Whatever she bought. So whatever she bought and whatever I gave her as a present, that's what she took.
I mean, like, percentage wise, like, are we like 50-50 to 70-30?
No, I don't think it was like 50-50. She only had a few, so but it was a good few, you know. I don't even remember what some of them were, to tell you the truth. But
Wow.
I know
You
one
guys
of them
had
was
like a plethora.
yeah, one of them was. Oh, I don't even have the other one anymore because I sold it. Because one time when I went to Indiana, I went to this place called Kokomo Toys, and they buy and sell. So I took some pops over there that I felt like, okay, maybe these will cost some, and they bought I got like 300 I think off of them,
Wow.
a couple there, and amazingly I think my Scarface was one of the most expensive out of the bunch, and also this glow in the dark crow. I had a glow in the dark crow.
Nice.
I
This,
was hoping the first two waves of the Power Ranger pops would be something expensive, because online I see they're expensive, but they weren't, and I was like, well, give me those back. I'm not gonna sell these motherfuckers if they're not expensive as shit.
I really like this one a lot because it's what's his name? George Romero, or what's the guy that was the first Joker?
I think you're no, not George Romero, or was it George Romero? I know who you're talking about.
Um, anyways, so that actor, he um he played the Joker for the original Batman series with Adam West. Well, he had a mustache the whole time. He wouldn't let them shave his mustache off, so his makeup is always over the mustache. So this is based on that Joker, and if you look, he has the little mustache that's whited over. So that's like little attention to detail shit like that is what I love.
Expensive pop I ever bought? I don't know, cause I won't go too much. Like I'm not like those. Yeah, there you go, Caesar Romero. I'm not that kind of type that would pay a lot for a freaking pop figure. Like if it's not of normal or decent price, I'm not gonna go. Like when we were at that little convention in Madison, I saw fuck, what did I see? There was a Boba Fett that was real nice, but it was too much. There was
Oh,
something else, I forgot what it was, and I really wanted it, but it was like $75, and I'm like, I'm not gonna pay for that. You can kiss my ass. Uh, yeah, I won't go too much. I used to do a lot when Hot Topic was like three three pops for something like 25 or something like that. I
yeah.
was like, hell yeah. But
That's how I got the only two, like the actual two that I really have, because we talked before, like I'm a super minimalist. I don't really have much anyway. But the two that I have is from a store called Hastings that's around here. Used to be, but it went out of business. And they were having a huge going out of business sale, and that's how I got the two that I have.
I wish I was a minimalist. Like, there's times when I see my stuff, I'm like, I got too much. I want to condense. I want to get rid of stuff. And I think I'm okay right now. I try not to buy too much because I don't want to have too much. Right now, I think the thing that really takes a lot of space is these comics. They're just all over the place. So I even had to minimize myself on that and trying to buy as less as I can. But I really want to be like that. And it was really hard from when uh, my mom and I had to move from. Uh, we lived, when I raised, it was me, my father, and my mom, and we lived in the house, and we had a lot of space. And then we had to went from there to condense to an apartment, less space, but we had to bring all that stuff over there, so it felt condensed still. And then as I grew in that place, of course, my collection grew, and then moved from there to this place was even less of a place. So now I have a storage unit with all my shit and all this stuff. And then we're here, and it was like a whole process of like, look, we need to condense on this. We can't have this. We can't have this. We need to just condense. Start fresh. So then that happened, and now I'm just trying to, when I rearranged the place, I did the same thing. I condensed. I took out whatever we don't need and just left it as it is, because I want to be like that, because I see people's places and they just like condense, and I want to have like some kind of sense of condense, like I have my stuff but not have too much stuff, so you feel like you're not all like blocked in. I got that storage unit, but then I don't want to keep in my head like, get this because I have storage for it,
Right.
I don't want to just put it and take it over there and have it in storage, because I hate that a lot of stuff that I have is in storage. Like, I want it to be
Mm-hmm.
seen, but it's not.
I did the same thing, and becoming a minimalist is like a long road. So growing up, I had a room that was very much like yours, way more extreme. I had all my books and comics and CDs and movies, and then I had posters and pictures literally taped. Some of them were stuck to the wall by gum, all the way up through the ceiling. And then the ceiling was covered in Christmas lights and pictures. And so the room is totally, completely covered in everything. And then my mom's like, hey, guess what? We're moving like the day before Christmas. And we're just like, oh shit. So now I have to take down all of that stuff, all my posters, all my pictures, all my books, all my, I had made, like a shelving out of milk crates and all that kind of stuff. And so to take all that down, and then you kind of separate it. Well, this is what I want to keep. This is what I want to throw away. And then not long after that, I moved in with my ex. And so I did the same thing again. Then I moved back with my mom after the whole ex thing. Then I moved to California. So after a while, I was moving every year. So then I had just this core collection of like, well, this is the only stuff that I want to take. And I got rid of the rest. I sold it or gave it away or threw it away. And so I had to just kind of rebuild the little bit of stuff that I do have. But you really have to be careful. Like when you go to stores and you see that kind of stuff, like, going out of business sale, I could have bought a wall of pops like that. And I was like, I'll get two. I think I'll be okay. So you really have to be constrained. And because my thought perspective is like, well, what if I have to move again? What do I want to take? What do I don't want to take? So I've expanded a little bit on my original stuff, because when I left California and came back, all I had was everything that fit in my Geostorm. So I mean, I have furniture and stuff now, like a bed and all that, as you can see. But I still have like that core kind of stuff. Like I'm only going to keep these few books. I'm only going to keep these few comics. I have a small little collection of graphic novels, opposed to my huge everything that I used to have, like you. And so I miss that kind of stuff sometimes, because I miss having that kind of room and that kind of home where everybody could come over and geek out over my stuff and enjoy it and read the books and the movies and I used to have a huge CD collection, like a library. And now everything's digital. I broke down like all my movies are digital now. I buy, everything that I can carry basically. So just in case that I do have to move again, I don't want to have a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, in that sense, I get it. Like if we move like crazy, yeah, I get that, and that's also another reason why I want to condense, because I know we're not gonna be here like forever. I feel like
Right.
one day I'll have to move again. So, but I just don't want it to feel so clustered. And my mom is old school, so she'll hold on to a lot,
Hmm.
And I try to tell her like, no, you gotta let go, you gotta let go. I have a lot of T-shirts, way too many T-shirts, and it's really a process for me to let go. And I mostly want to let go because I want newer T-shirts, and I just don't want to
Right.
stack up with the older T-shirts. So I donate it, or I hand it down to my girl loves my T-shirt, so I hand it out to her and she'll wear it.
Hmm.
Friends or whatever. It's just it's a process. It's this is the key, guys. This is the key. All right. This is something that I'm gonna tell you straight from the machine room. All right. Life lesson. The older you get, the more you're not gonna want to spend so much on crap, and you start realizing that it's like, oh, I need to chill a little bit, and that's what's happening.
Yeah.
I getting older. I need to chill on what I gotta buy. I can't buy so much, and also you like to be cleaner, because I wasn't
You
this
do.
clean when I was younger. I didn't give a shit. But when you lived with someone who was messy as fuck, then you start having like life changes, and you're like, no, must be clean.
There's a whole really good feeling too when you actually become a minimalist and when you have this really kind of zenful, what do they call it? Feng shui
Hmm.
with how everything is set up and it's very simple and that goes there, this goes there. So that way if you do have to move or something happens, you know that the next place you get, all that stuff will be in that same place and you'll have that same kind of energy. And to have that open kind of space concept is, I think it's a lot more liberating to have a creative process in that kind of world because you're not so overwhelmed with your surroundings.
Yeah, you
I think
gotta
I just blew my own mind.
you gotta have your space like represent you, but don't overdo it,
Don't ever
because
do it.
yeah, you just wanted to like this wall I made with the comics. I would love to like keep rearranging the artwork and whatnot, changing the comics, but I feel like no, like this is it, and I want it to be like a staple of what like I look at it every time, and I was like, okay, I made this then. It's just memories, and it looks cool as it is right now.
Right.
I don't have to do anything about it, and when I rearrange the room, and I'm digging it. It's got this organized over here, that over there, and now I just
Hmm.
gotta keep at it, and it just makes you feel more at home. Just make a
Yeah.
place to make you feel at home, because believe it or not, I had to live in this room, and I couldn't make it home at first. And it wasn't until I had to start a new chapter in my life that I was able to make it home, and then ever since then, it's been great.
There you go. Bam.
Bam, 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 bam.
Mic drop.
Hmm. And D player saying that you should have a hobby collecting stuff. As long as it's good stuff, like I'm collecting drugs. This motherfuckers out there collecting drugs and shit.
Drugs, drugs, drugs.
Get all the drugs.
Now, I used to collect posters and pictures, but mainly with CDs. So I had just a retarded amount of CDs. Sorry,
Hmm.
sorry, PC people. So then when I moved to California, it was like this coveted collection, and it was like I was always afraid people were going to steal from it, and they did. And so I always had to do inventory. So it was a thing that just took so much time and energy out of my life.
Inventory for your own CDs.
I would go through ABCD, what's here, what's missing. Okay, that one's in my car. Okay, I know that one I listened to, that one's over there. So then it was just like, why didn't I just digitize all this shit, put it on my computer, and fucking be done with it? And I haven't looked back.
Same thing to my DVD collection. And when I first started buying DVDs, I was just going crazy. I was just like, I'm gonna get them all. I'm gonna get them all. I'm gonna have this big, large library. And then I broke it down per section. I was like, all right, this is Asian cinema right here. This is fucking collect like sci-fi collect. Like this is all the Star Wars, and this is all sci-fi shit. This is horror right here. This is comedy. This is anime. I just broke it down like that. Then I had this list because I had so many movies. I had to write it down and shit like that. People want to borrow stuff, so I was like, all right. And then they borrow it, and I'll be like, okay, name next to it. I'm like, all right, man, can I get this back? Whatever. Like, I was their local freaking Blockbuster and shit like that. And that's why my collection was so big, because Blockbuster, they was selling their preview movies for like dirt cheap, you know? So I was just like, blam, all right, let me get this. Look at this. What? 3 for 25? Yeah, let me get that. I was just, it was bad. It was really, really bad. I was just buying movies like crazy. Then it came to a point when I transferred over to Blu-ray, and then I condensed it down, and I got rid of some DVDs because I already got on Blu-ray. And then I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy Blu-rays of movies I've seen and I love and I want. Not gonna go and buy just like any fucking movie or anything.
Right.
And it's been like that ever since.
That's how I do the digital ones. Is it something that I'll rewatch? Is it something that I'll watch once?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if I'm gonna watch it once, I'm not gonna buy it. I'll rent it, and then I'm done. So that's what's great about that, and you have literally no space that it's taking up.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I love about this whole digitizing. I mean, I haven't really done that with books yet. I got onto digital or audiobooks, so I guess I kind of did, but it's different than like, a Kindle book or something like that.
Yeah, I'm doing that with the comics. That's another reason why I condensed on the comics. Just I'll get like little short events, and that'll be done. But I'll just wait until things are on the Comixology and I'm able to just get it all together. At one point, I was even just getting issues as they came out digitally, but then I just stopped. I was like, you know what? I'll just forget it. I'll just wait until their volumes, get it on the road when they're on sale or something like that. And slow transitions.
Baby steps.
Baby steps. I'm just waiting for things to just be implanted in my head and shit. That's it. Be done with it. Matrix.
That scanner. Wasn't there a commercial a long time ago? It was for like PlayStation 27, and it was like an inhalant. And you snorted it, and then you just saw the shit in your brain.
Yes, I'm waiting for that.
Yes, I need that.
When my whole world is the fucking machine room. That's what I'm waiting for. But I think we have gone way past our limit.
It's overtime.
Yes, it is 2 hours and 30 minutes here in the machine room, but we are happy you have chilled with us in the machine room. But we're going to have to call it a night because other people got to leave the machine room to go into the real world that sucks.
Yes.
And fucking deal with people who like to go to McDonald's in the middle of their fucking offloading and shit.
That's what I do.
Jesus Christ.
That's all good at McDonald's.
Oh my god. No to McDonald's. It's bad for you.
Yum.
Yeah. I mean, what's your favorite fast food restaurant?
My favorite?
Yeah.
Fuck. Sonic for drinks, evidently, because I always have one.
Yes, you do.
My favorite. That's hard to say. It really depends on my mood. I mean, if there's one that I would like default in that's easy to go anywhere, it's probably Taco Bell.
Oh my god, Taco Bell has become like one of my favorites. But my go-to place is like Wendy's.
Yeah, Wendy's is up there too.
Wendy's so good, especially the little strawberry lemonade.
Mm.
Oh my god, it's so damn good. So Wendy's endorse us.
Jack in the Box is another one.
I love you, Wendy's.
Yum.
Wendy's, give me free food, Wendy's, please.
Awesome. But dude, everybody, thank you for coming, and we hope to have you back next week and the week after that, and so on and so forth.
Yes. So thank you, and a good night.
Fart.
God.
technical difficulties.